everyone is having a good day. Welcome on in. Oh yeah, there we go. Hi Corbett, welcome in. Thanks for immediately putting the egg in chat. Very heckin' cool. Oh dear, PP, welcome on in. And George, hello, hello, hello. Fancy seeing you here. Oh dear. Some of you may have seen, hi, also hi. I've just spent the last 20 minutes picking beads out of my carpet. It's been a day. Oh dear, I slept through my alarm, which is impressive because normally I sleep through nothing. Like the smallest sound will wake me up. And then, so I had to start stream a bit later, and then I managed to tip, I've got a couple beads on top of it, so I need to be a bit careful. This is not all of them. This was half full, and now it is not. But I managed to tip all of that on my floor. I know a full pot is nearly 7,000 beads. I've only got about this many back, but we'll find them. They'll turn up, probably in the Hoover. Heck yeah. Oh dear, how are you? I hope you've had a good day so far. It's been okay. It's been all right. You know what? Good things have happened too. I had pizza, and mainly the pizza. Actually, mainly pizza. I have changed around my OBS a bit. There's a few things I want to change. I just put out all the docs. There's a few docs I definitely don't want here, but we'll fix that. Thrope, it's in my birthday? You can treat it like it's my birthday if you like. I'll take it. I'll take a birthday today, you know? I hope you're having a good day though. Welcome on in. Put tights over your vac tube and suck them up. Yeah, so we have like a little mini handheld one, which hopefully will do it. If not, I'll just suck them into the mini one. The mini one can take it. Handy as well. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome on in. Besides the beads, of course. Yeah, pizza is good. Pizza is good. I've actually only had 2 slices of it over the last 2 days because it came with a really nice garlic bread pizza, and that's what I wanted. I wanted the garlic bread pizza. I am a simple lady. I like garlic bread. It's good. So I've mainly eaten garlic bread and a little bit of pizza. Oh dear. Throb, we missed you. Oh god. Throb, how goes it? I hope things have been well for you. Oh good, thank you. I suck them up and then sift through them. Yeah. I don't know. I can still see 1 or 2, but I did get a lot of them. I'm quite lucky. I think because the carpet didn't make them bounce too far. A lot of them were concentrated in certain areas. It wasn't too bad. It's a bit of a pain. Oh, heck! Zero! Jesus! Honk. Honker! Welcome on in, Zero! Zero, did you see the pictures of the costume? Have you seen it? Have you seen how far we've gotten? We've only got, like, to be fair, I'm still working on the same costume, but I'm going to be making it ready for MCM next week, and then if we get into TwitchCon, that's what we want it finished for. Day's been alright. I'm back at work after 9 days off. Oh, bless you. Bless ya! It's always like that after a holiday. I did honker! Honker! Heck yeah, heck yeah. Coming up to 2 years, yeah! That is actually coming up to 2 years. That's 23 months, Jesus Christ. I mean, thank you, that's a lot. One thing I have, which I'm going to want to get rid of, because I took out all my docs, I have my Twitch stats, which I don't really like. I don't really like to see my Twitch stats, to be quite honest. I find it quite distracting. But I get of what I can see from this, we've nearly got 50,000 views on this channel, which is quite intense. All right, yeah, get rid of that. I don't want it. But that's kind of cool. The rest of the stats, I don't really want to see. But that's cool. I like that. 2 years, nearly 50,000 views. It's pretty heckin' good. Pretty heckin' cool. I want focaccia and dal. Dal. I kind of want dal. That sounds good to me too. You know, if you get any, can you share? I'll take some. I'll take a little bit of dal. You can see now that the background is very empty of cosplay. It's because a lot of the cosplay is now downstairs getting ready to be packed up for next week. I'm going to be working on the arms leading up to next week, but I probably won't be doing so much else. It'll mainly just be the arms. So real focus effort on the arms. Today, we're going to be working on the lower part, so like the armbands. Armband work today. So this is what they look like. Shiny, but this is very, very plain. That needs decoration on it on both sides. The other thing that we need is extra fins coming out from around here, and I also want to do some beaded stuff, but we'll see how much we get done today, and then I'll just keep working on it. Because I've got the weekend off, I can also stream again on Sunday, so yeah. The Instagram link in your about section is broken. It says, oh, it says my old one? Shoot, I thought I'd fixed that. I was sure. Oh God, excuse me. Yeah, I changed my Instagram one to the new one. Oh. Oh, do you mean the one in because the one in my about section has been changed. I can see it as the new one. Where is my Instagram? There it is. Yeah, my one under the stream is changed, but you would be right in that the ones in the commands will not be correct. I have changed the one under the stream, but not the ones in the commands. I only, to be quite honest, I changed my name. It wasn't free before, but now it is, thankfully. But I only changed my name so it looked better on the business cards. Because otherwise, I had a different name on every platform, and I was like, oh God, this looks real professional jelly when you have different name on every single platform. So I changed it so that it matched the Twitch one, and it matched my business email. I'm still Crafty Jellyfish on Twitter, but like, it's close enough. In my mind, that's close enough. I'm already in bed. Oh no. I can join. Oh God. Oh God. The most elaborate pleasure band you ever see. See, I think it looks like a swimming band, like an armband, like for swimming. Like you put them on your upper arm if you need like. I think in Australia they're called floaties, right? But to me it looks like a really decorated floaty. Oh dear. But yeah, they need more work on them. They're not done yet. There's a few things I want to do. There's a few just like standard quality of life things I want to do. Like I want to put a couple stitches through this so they don't move apart so much. And also, of course, this isn't actually sewn, it's just pinned. I want to put a strip of bias tape over where that join is so that it's nice and neat, but those will come a little bit later. For now, I'm going to focus more on the decorating. Yes. Who are you? Don't lie to me. Crafty Jellyfish, but I was Amelia Crafty Jellyfish, which is what the A was always meant to stand for, but then I didn't think about English. It doesn't, that's not, obviously, no one's gonna think the A stands for anything. Oh dear. But then, so yeah, I was a Crafty Jellyfish after being Amelia Crafty Jellyfish. Because Amelia Crafty Jellyfish was a very long Twitch name. And I was like, that's probably a bit much. And also I couldn't get my initial one that I wanted anyway, which I can't remember. I think it was a Crafty Creations or something like that. Whatever it was, I couldn't get it. And I'm glad I've changed it. I like a Crafty Jellyfish a lot more now. I thought floaties were boobs. True, actually, yeah. Well, because over here, though, we call them armbands, like floaties. So maybe over here, floaties means something else. It means boobs. If the A doesn't stand for, like, ill fall for anything, yeah. Yeah. Terrible. It's terrible. A Welshie jellyfish, but I'm not Welsh, though. I'm not Welsh. Actually, I'm trying to learn at the moment as many ways as possible to say that I'm hungry in Welsh. Not for any particular reason, that's just what I want to learn. But I'm not Welsh. I'm very British. Very British. Big British. British. Oh dear. That's alright. Listen, I'll just be a filthy English woman. Everybody knows it. I think people know it as soon as they hear my accent. They'll be like, oh, pew. English, innit? Oh dear. Welshie, Welshish. No, unfortunately no. General British. Welsh is British though, innit? Yeah, but I think most Welsh people would refer to themselves as Welsh, not British. Not everyone, but I think most. Whereas I identify as British. I'm sorry. I can't identify as Welsh. Oh dear, I'm not Welsh, I'm British. Welsh people. Yeah, but like, I mean, Welsh people that I know at least, most of them won't refer to themselves as British. They'll refer to themselves as Welsh. Whereas English people refer to ourselves as British. Oh dear. Feathered, how are you doing? My God, Feathered, your costume looks fantastic. Every time I see an update of it, I'm like, oh my God, look at what Feather's doing. I'm not Welsh, I'm English. I don't know if I can even really claim English, to be honest. I grew up in England, so we'll say English, right? You guys would be fine with that. Oh dear. I'll say I'm English. I'm English and British. I prefer just to say that I'm British, personally. It also, because it alludes to there being more countries than England, because so many people look at the entirety of the UK and go, England. Not quite. Oh dear. They say English, Scottish or Welsh. Really? You think? I think, well, maybe that's just me then. Oh dear. I'm English and British and European and I can't spell. I think you spelled everything right, didn't you? I think you did. Dropped you a DM as it made me smile. Or did ya? Or did ya? On what platform? Because God... Oh no, this one. This is the platform. Oh no! Oh, that looks unhinged. Unhinged. God damn it. Oh dear. In the about section. Why is everyone getting the Amelia one? Thanks, by the way, George. I appreciate it. For me, that's not what I get. Like I promise I'm not messing with you. When I look at my one. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, it says a crafty jellyfish. I can do it again, to be fair. See if that fixes it. I'll do the link George sent me, and we'll see if that fixes it for everyone else. I don't think it will fix it for me, because for me it's worked the whole time. Yeah, there it is. That's still me. Heck yeah. Oh God. I'm gonna edit it again and have another look. If I click the Instagram image, you go, what? This might just be a Twitch issue, huh? This might just be Twitch being like, I'm gonna send you somewhere weird. Ah dear. That give you a giggle. It does. I love it when my thumbnails look absolutely unhinged. Did I show you where is it? So I have a VOD channel. I just use it to upload the VOD, and it helps me keep track as well of what I've been doing, and it's like a nice thing to make it feel like I've been doing stuff. Sometimes though, I always use the automatic thumbnail. Like I don't care about making thumbnails for all of my VODs at the moment, so I just use the automatic one. And one of the thumbnails it gave me was so cursed. I don't know where I would have saved it though. I guess I could always see if I could find it in because I did send it to Shifty, I remember that. I could always try and find it there if I can't find it anywhere else. Whoa! It was so cursed. Here's a story about a little guy that lives in a blue world all day and all night. Thank you. Just blue. When you open your stream in an incognito window, then you can see how we see it. Okay. Bio link is the Amelia one for me. Wait, why are you watching me in incognito? What, you think this is a risque stream? You think that that we need to be hidden? Is that what it is? It's the link section. Got you. That's where I'm getting confused. Ignore me. I'm a noob. I'm a noob. Dee dabba die, dabba 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 dee dabba die. How do I fix that? Is that in my settings? Or is it in my channel? There we go, it's this one. Yes, you are right. There we go. That should have updated it. My bad. I forgot there were in fact 2 links under my stream. You'd think one would remember with it being my channel and all. But no, I do not remember. Hopefully that has fixed it now. There I am. There I am. Okay. Good. Kate Bush, welcome on in. FBI, open up. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. Oh dear, I don't want the government knowing I watch you. What the heck? Why not? We are a chill stream. Thank you for the horn, by the way, Zay. Welcome on in. Fixed. Yes. Look at all this technical difficulty fixing we're doing. Hell yeah. Productive. And hi, Tom. Thank you for the egg. I came into stream next to the FBI in the chat. Shh. No FBI. Oh, heck. Oh, my god, Zay, that's a long time. Thank you for the 22 months. Jesus Christ, that is nearly 2 years. Thank you. Boop, double horn. That fixed it. Thank you, Dakoba. I appreciate it. Title, with less stress. Does this mean no TwitchCon? No, we don't find out if we get into TwitchCon till June. So, like, yesterday I needed to get stuff finished because I needed to take the photos, but we don't find out till June. So, like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I've entered. Do you guys want to hear my TwitchCon entry? It's very cringe. I had to write it all in the third person. So you guys want to hear a cringe TwitchCon entry? Oh god. Sorry, my phone's ringing right now. You can probably hear it, but I'm not gonna touch it because I want them to think my phone doesn't exist, so they can ring it. I'm not hanging up on them. I don't know what the number is though. So blah blah blah. 22. Oh, being redirected. There it is. Wait, do I have to add participants? Nah, it's fine. It's just me. Oh god, it's very cringe. Answer it. It might be Boris. I refuse. Yikes, I really need to. Oh, bless you, say probably. You've been spinning for a very long time. Ah, dear. Yeah, go for it. Boris found your stream. Well, make sure he's watching it in incognito mode. We wouldn't want anyone to know they're watching it in non-incognito. Or maybe we do. All right. So I had to write a short description, additional information. I of course had to submit a lot of different things. I did give my stage name as Jelly, which, thinking about it, maybe I should have called myself a crafty jellyfish, since that's my name. But I did give my stage alias as Jelly. So I was like, how do I refer to myself? Jelly. I guess I'll call myself Jelly. And then I had to write this in the third person. Oh god, it's very cringy. Because they're like, basically, in 1,000 characters or less, please provide a brief written introduction in the third person. It's like, okay, well, what do I even say about myself? We're an incredibly cursed stream. I don't think I can write that. So I put Jelly as a self-taught seamstress who started getting into cosplay during their teens. Due to ill health, she was able to spend a lot more time on cosplay the last few years, and 2 years ago, started streaming all of her work on Twitch. Up until last year, she had always worked on smaller cosplays, but last year as a challenge, Jelly decided to make a competition cosplay. I feel like it's like writing a story, and it's like, I wish I didn't have to. It took me so long to write this as well. It sounds really simple. To fill all this in took me like 2 hours because I can't write in the third person. I can barely speak. So writing in the third person's like, oh, I hated it. Where did I get to? Oh, and drag her Twitch chat along. The aim was to create a low-cost competition cosplay with a healthy time frame to try and encourage people to give it a go. Jelly spends it makes me sound like a pet as well. Jelly spends most of her time these days crafting, chatting to people through Twitch, and advocating for chronic migraine awareness and support. Despite the last few years being rough for everyone, Jelly feels incredibly lucky to be able to chat with people and share her passion every day. I don't know if it sounds like a dating bio. Eulogy! It does! It sounds like a eulogy! Jelly passed away. Unfortunately, we're just gonna celebrate her life, even though she's not here. Oh dear. Jan, welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. Oh dear. Oh shoot, have we still got the random country to support during Eurovision up? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, Dakoba, you are just finding all the holes in my stream today. Jesus Christ. How do I turn that off? You can't have it, by the way. You've wasted your points. The Eurovision is over. Oh dear. Again, I was sure I turned that off, but hey, look, there it is, not turned off. This is what I get for mucking around with my stream things before stream, to be honest. Oh, I swiped right on that eulogy, thank you. Guys, swipe right on my eulogy. Oh, Jelly was a good bean, she was great, then she died. She'll be dearly missed by her boyfriend. Mother to the father. Oh, now I wish I'd written it on stream so we could have put shit like that in it. I still had spare words. Out here pointing out the error, points to self. No, you're a good bean. I appreciate the assistance. Oh my god. Oh, that droopy eye. Heck yeah. Oh, I love that. Every now and again I look at myself and I'm like, oh, I had a migraine yesterday. Listen. me droopy, I'd report it. Oh no. Oh no. 0 full damage in the sewing machines, which are now gathering dust. 0 damage, full damage, and the sewing machine sounds like a bad name. Like a band name. Not a bad name. A band name. A good band name. How far is it going to go down my butt? Is something that Jelly once said when she was alive. God damn it. Right, should we actually maybe do some work that isn't... It's weird. Should we maybe do some things that are not fixing my stream? Or would you guys like to keep fixing my stream? Like budget Florence and the machines, yeah. 0 full damage in the sewing machines. You mean up? No, that's not what I said. I said down. Now gathering dust, a new single by 0 full damage in the sewing machine. Listen, when you drop that, let me know. I want to support it. It sounds great. Oh, no, that's a lot of damage. Thank you for the damage. Right. God, this looks weird with a new setup. It's all over the place. But honestly, the chat's a lot easier to read because my microphone's not in front of it at all. You guys are nice and clear now. But you are right in the middle of my screen. Oh dear. Right. Things to do. First of all, we're going to want to unpin this. I also would like to measure. Listen, it's not a sewing stream if we don't measure at least one thing. I want to measure how long to make the longest of these things, because if they are too long, that'd be a problem. Maybe 10 centimeters, probably a bit long. Maybe 8 centimeters at the longest. So what we're going to be making is lots of individual tiny little scales, but like really thin, tall ones. But then if I want it to fit, I suppose, back into here and get sewn in, we'd probably want it to be about 10 centimeters. So these are just going to flip-flop over the work we've already done. Heck yeah. So they don't mind you tinkering with the cosplay submission after? No, so it's fine. Basically, can I get the walls up? Can I get the walls up? I think I might have had Nightbot post it earlier. Let's see. There it is. I'm pretty sure it says nothing about that. And if it does, I'm just going to disqualify myself. Where is it? Eligibility. Must have valid passports, yada 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 yada. Must have a Twitch account. There you go. Includes images of completed or nearly completed cosplay. There it is. It's page 3, the very top line. And there you go. Cosplay must have been created within the last 12 months, which it was. No functional weapons, yada 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 yada. Yeah, it doesn't say anything. Oh, it's, I guess, to be fair though, if it says that you can submit a nearly completed cosplay, I think they expect you to finish it probably before TwitchCon. If they didn't, that would be quite mean. Okay, let's unpin this quickly. They were like, you can submit a nearly finished cosplay, but if you dare finish it, before coming to display, that's disqualification right there. Ah, dear. Plus, I think I'm not the only one entering a not completed cosplay. I think one person, they've made all the armor, but they have yet to paint it. Stuff like that. So, like, you can get a really good idea of the costume, but, you know. Oh god, what have I done? Neb, welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. What do we want to work on today? Do we want to make the extra scales for this, or do we want to decorate this? Because I could do either. We could do a poll for that, to be honest. Is your day off? Heck yeah! Let's do a little poll, because honestly I could do either today. Poll. Where's my L? There it is, poll. I want to do... Do you want to do make a which do you want to do? Do we want to make tiny scales? Or do we want to decorate armband? And I'll give you 3 minutes. There you go. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? You can do either. Honestly, I probably only tackle one of the two today, but if I'm streaming it on Sunday, we'll probably do the other one then. Positive auto therapy? Oh, heck yeah. That sounds very nice. Like a good wind down. Heck yeah. How are we looking at? Oh, God. 101. You guys are terrible for helping me make decisions, I swear. Ah, dear. Another vote for decorating the armband? Heck yeah. This is the armband. Squishy. Pretty cute, but it's very plain. It looks like a little fabric-y book right now. It's very plain. More detail on it. Ah, dear. I'm going to a pop rock flea market tomorrow. Ooh, that sounds good. And then movies on Sunday. Oh, that sounds really nice. That sounds really nice. I am probably just going to be preparing this cosplay so that it looks good at MCM. So MCM, I am going to be streaming up to Wednesday next week, but Thursday we are traveling to London and we come back on Monday, so I won't be streaming between Thursday and Monday next week, just because I'm not at home. But I will be taking lots of photos and uploading them to social media because I'm going to be at MCM London, which is, like, I think the biggest convention, like, Comic-Con style convention in the UK. I think it's the biggest. And so yeah, very heckin' excited. Thank you for the horn. I will be wearing this cosplay, but I won't be taking the wings because the wings aren't finished. I won't finish them in the next week. So yeah, why isn't Bloodborne in this pool? Because we still haven't finished the cosplay 0. I gotta finish this cosplay first, and then I will play something that isn't Bloodborne. No, I will play Bloodborne. I'm looking forward to doing it. It looks like Armband's gonna win. Honestly, that's fine. I'll take either. These will have, what we'll do with the armband, probably, is draw a design onto it with pencil, which I should find if this is leading. Where have I put my pencil? Oh, there it is. So we'll be drawing a design onto it and then going over it with beads, sequins, things like that. Kind of like the same stuff we've done before, but on a new piece. And hopefully getting that done on both today. That'd be nice. Depends though, because beading and sequining does take quite a while. Just get that a bit sharper. Okay. Also, which side is the front? I think that's this one, right? Which means the front's this side. What kind of design would I want to have on this? And what kind of got... Oh, you're wearing armband? Cool, armband. Brilliant. Well, let's move this out the way then. Don't need that right now. Let's have a little look at Mateus. Oh, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to look at. So, honestly, it looks really weird. But one thing I can say is on the inside piece, there is definitely some extra decoration. So, it looks like there's almost a cuff to it, but I don't think there is. I don't know, it looks weird. It looks very weird. Like, clearly something's going on here. I think up the other side there are waves, and that's something I can mimic. I can do that. I can do some waves. So I think up this side... Oh, which side is the top? This side's the top, isn't it? So I think there's, like, a wave pattern. Like so. And then the cuff is weird. The cuff is weird. Actually, it would have been a terrible day to start Bloodborne because I'm going to head to bed soon. Oh, heck. Yeah, feel better soon, Zero, and get some heckin' sleep. Look after yourself. Make sure that you're getting plenty of rest. You're all good. This bit I think is I don't know, it's weird. I think it needs to go to the center and come back in. And then maybe we could do the same thing on the other side because I like symmetry. Symmetry is one of my favorite things, and when things aren't symmetrical, it's okay, but I don't like it as much. Okay. You're not really gonna very easily be able to see this, but I'm doodling. I'm doodling on my costume. There you go. So, we had the outside bit, but then the inside bit's so weird. It's so weird. It's like I don't know. Maybe I could do this on this side, which is another little wave for symmetry, because I like symmetry. But then I guess I need it to go into something. Oh god, it's so weird. Maybe it's that's on the other side too, though. I mean, I can't prove that it's not, right? I'll put that on the other side too. But there was that. I could have it as this. Listen. This is just me being like, crisis because I can't make it symmetrical, but I'm going to. Shh, don't tell the judges. I just really want it to be symmetrical. I don't like the idea of it not being symmetrical. I do think there's a little something... Sorry, there you go. I do think there's a little something back here, but I think I'll just do it like this kind of thing. Medelio. I believe it's back there, but it doesn't strike me as super important. So I'm just gonna do a couple small things on it, rather than There you go. Decorated. Decorated. We'll just leave it like that. We'll just leave it like that. Also, Anime, welcome on in. We are decorating the armband today. I'm kind of deciding right now how I want to decorate it. I think I would like to use sequins. Then also, I want to do more than just sequins, I think. I would like to do some beads. I would like to have some bits that maybe are not as attached, so like they float around a little bit more. I also don't know what I'm going to do on the bottom. I do want the bottom to be less detailed, just because that will be touching the costume, and having lots of beads on that would be a pain. So I don't know. I don't want that. Have nice plain bottoms that it doesn't really. I will put some stuff on it, but not as detailed. Yeah, I think will be the end result of that. Get out of there. Make the lines a little clearer. How am I gonna sequin this then? I guess this bit could be sequined, and I think that will look quite good. Thing is, I have some really interesting beads, and it'd be nice to use them. I don't know. I guess I could use the beads going down these. Maybe I could just do some, like, if I do the sequins, I just do them coming out of it and randomly almost, and have it like with beads as well. That might look really good. Maybe we'll do that. Yeah. Okay. I think that sounds like a plan. Honestly, designing stuff is always like, it feels like such a commitment. Let's see. Oh, also, I meant to say this. I'm gonna find them. Wait a second. I found another cosplayer who has, since we started doing this costume, has cosplayed Mateus, and it's very, very exciting. At least to me, I was very, very excited. How would I find them again? I guess if actually, was that them there? No, that's someone else. Ignore me. If I go into the people I follow, it would be the last person I followed, right? Oh, I'm not gonna find them like that. How do I find them? Would they be in my history? Probably, right? Where are they? Where are they? Not you. This one? Hmm. Is it this one? I want to share it with you because they did a fantastic cosplay. Like it's so good. It's yeah, really really good. Was it? Hmm. This one? Oh yeah, I think this is. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Oh god, I wish I'd saved it because it was so good. And it's so cool to see as well, like another iteration of Mateus, because of course Mateus is a difficult cosplay to make, and everyone I've seen two other people make this costume now. I'm sure there are others, but I've seen two other people make it, and they've both made it in very different ways. How did I find them? I don't remember. Oh, it's so annoying. If I could they be in here or could they be in here? Hmm. I don't know where they are. I thought they were in here, but I can't see them now. I know I can't see them. God damn it. Okay, maybe I'll find this after stream because it's taking me a long time, and I don't want to bore everyone by me by me forever looking for this one cosplayer. Ah, but they were so good. Oh, we got him. We got him. There we go. Okay, let me share this with you all. If you guys want to see another iteration of cosplay, of this cosplay in particular, have a look at this. Have a look at this. There you go. Heck yeah. Riku, for us over, not your back. Welcome back, Riku. How goes it? I hope you're having a good day. No, you. Oh dear. Ooh, yeah, there it is. Another iteration of the Mateus cosplay, and they've got a few photos. I think this one in particular is really good. I love the angle on it, but they've got some other photos too, and it's such a cool costume. Like, look at that. Oh my god. Like the detail on the staff. There are other images as well where like there's a video where you can kind of see them moving around in it. Again, every iteration you see of this costume is going to be different because it's a really difficult costume to make, but I love their headpiece. Their headpiece is so cool. It looks so good as well. The paint job's really cool. They like look like they're radiating gold, and I love it. I love it. I just love it. I think it's so good. Yeah, so if you guys are looking for another Mateus build, here's another one. Oh dear. It looks amazing, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Oh dear. Link it again. Oh, okay, there you go. You can have it again. You can have it again. Just for you, Neb. Just for you. Oh dear. Jelly's back. I am back. I'm not doing a lot of work, but I am back. Oh dear. Yeah, if you guys want to see another iteration of the costume, look at that one. It's so cool. It's so cool. So they've obviously gone more the foam route, which is honestly, I don't know if that might be more difficult than the route that I've taken, because foam on such a, like, that kind of costume, it's hard, really hard. But they've done such a good job. They've like proper knocked it out of the park. So yeah, if anyone would like to see another iteration of the cosplay we're making, I would highly recommend going and checking them out. It's very, very cool. That's kind of one of the things I love about costumes like this, which are very much open to interpretation how you want to make them, is that when you see people cosplay them or draw art of them and stuff like that, they're all going to look a little bit different because everyone's done their own interpretation of something, because it's not very clear, if we're being totally honest, from the one piece of art you can follow for the costume. It's not very clear. So yeah, having social media to be able to show you like all the different ways people have made it, it's really cool. It's really, really cool. I love that. Mark Riley, welcome on in. I wish it was a morning stream. We had to start a bit late today because I actually slept through my alarm, and and by the time I woke up, it was already when I would have intended to start streaming. I don't know how it happened, but it happened. Oh, they're amazing. It is. It is. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, Mark, we found another person who cosplay. I'll just put it, you know what? I'm just going to put it in the Discord so that everyone can see it. We found another cosplayer who is cosplaying as Mateus at the moment. And oh my god, it's so good. They've done such a good job. Like, it's so cool. It's so cool to see other iterations of a character you're making. I think some people who are maybe not so familiar with the cosplay community feel like it's a bad thing when somebody else cosplays the same character as you. But actually, the opposite of a bad thing. It's like a super good thing because it can help inspire you with your own build. I'm going to put it in the Discord so everybody can see it. I'll just put it in the live stream chat because we're talking about it right now. There you go. If anyone is looking for another cosplayer, I've put a link in the live stream chat so you guys can go see them at any point. Moo! Welcome on in, Moo! How goes it? How was your day? Happy Friday, happy Friday. It's morning for you. Heck yeah. Listen, it sounds like you're starting the day properly. I'm glad to hear it. Welcome in, welcome in. Moo! Yeah, and see different ways to make one character. Exactly. It's like a really positive thing. And there was a cosplayer who I had seen make Mateus before, and I saved their images and everything like that so that I had another reference for how somebody else went about making it. Because when you're making a character with very few references, using other people's art and using other people's cosplays as a reference for your own costume is like a really solid idea. I don't think I found them initially when I was planning the character, but I did find them after a bit. I was able to take some inspiration from them as well. Ah, dear. Good, thank you. It's nearly the weekend. It is. It is. Ah, dear. Heck yeah. We love the weekend. You know what else it nearly is? MCM London. I'm so excited. You can probably tell that I'm excited. I haven't been to MCM in about 3 years, I think. And I'm so excited to go. MCM, again, to anyone who is not aware, it's like the biggest Comic-Con we have in the UK is MCM London. And that's the one I'm going to next week. And I'm so excited. And there's always so many cosplayers. It's such a good vibe. In this year as well, they actually put out like a beginner's guide to MCM to help people for the first time, because it's huge. We're talking, I think they're like 140,000 people throughout the weekend. It's a very big convention. And they were like giving a guide to like new people. And one of the things on the guide was cosplay. If you've ever had an interest in cosplay, this is the place to try it. Even whether it be your first time or 10th time, come here because everyone's in cosplay. And it's true. At MCM, everyone's in cosplay. Like, there will be more cosplayers than people not cosplaying. It is such a cosplay-heavy convention. If you've ever wanted to cosplay and you've always been a bit nervous, this is the place to go. It's so good. Ah, dear. Hey, Jelly, I have some... Oh, yeah, what's the amazing news? I'm glad to hear it. I was gushing to my Final Fantasy friend, obsessed colleague, about your cosplay, and they were, oh, thank you. Oh. It's always nice to hear when people who really love Final Fantasy appreciate the costume. Yeah. Because I also really like Final Fantasy. I live one stop for MC on the 2, but I'm away that weekend. Oh, you know what, though? There's always October or next year, isn't there? I'm sure it'll come back. I went to Excel back in 2017 for RTX. The place is huge. It is. It's massive. And, like, they really make use of the grounds outside. At least they do for MCM. I don't know about RTX. I've not been. But they make use of the grounds outside as well. And it's like they have an outside stage most years for musicians and stuff like that. It's crazy. There's like 5 stages. There's like always 5 events going on at any one time. It's crazy big. Oh, dear. Actually, it might be more than 5. They have the creator stage, the big stage, and the smaller stage. They have the musician stage inside and outside. I thought there was another, like, one near YouTube camp. Can't remember. Maybe there's either 5 or 6 stages, I think, at MCM. It's huge. Like, not including all of the just general shop space, foods, halls, stuff like that. Oh dear. See, remember how I love Genshin? Found out I love you guys even more than Genshin. Oh! Thank you, thank you. That's very heckin' kind of you. Did you get the Primogens in the mail? I got 400 Primogens in the mail. 400. 400 big ones. I hunger, but otherwise fine. I was thinking about my dinner for a few hours. Heck yeah! Well, it sounds like you need to get yourself some food. Oh, dear. We love a good snack here. We love a good snack. Well. Oh, yeah. Heck yeah, get foods! Get foods! There we go. You have to go for a bit. See you soon. Take care, Anime. It's always lovely to see you, but look after yourself. And I hope the weekend goes well too. Ah, it is. My mood for 2 weeks in total. Heck yeah. 400 Poggies? You got 800? Oh, I am jealous. You got more than me. No. I had so many wishes. But when Kokomi is on a banner again. One day, one day. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's keep following this around. 400 for a few weeks. Okay. Well then I guess I can get more and that's okay. Gotta save. Sewing them in a bit of an awkward pattern. I'll have to fix that later. I'm getting them a little close to each other so they're like wobbling a bit. Oh dear. Long awaited Kazuha! Oh. Very hype. Very hype. Oh. Yeah, so many good things happening at the moment. I'll just as well, for anyone who wasn't here right at the beginning of the stream, we have entered TwitchCon Amsterdam already. We won't find out until June whether or not we get in. So we're just going to keep making the cosplay because I want it for MCM anyway. But yeah, just so everybody is aware, we'll find out in June whether or not we get in or not. And yes, fingers crossed. I would love to go. Although I think regardless of whether I get in or not, I'm going to take a holiday around that time. Because by that point the costume should be finished and I think I'll deserve a little holiday. Like, whether it be going out of the country or not, I think a little holiday. Because I really struggled not to make like yesterday. So after we took the photos, I quickly made the business cards, got all that sorted, sent them off. I'll show you when they come in the post. They're very serious looking for a very not serious person, but that's okay. So I got those, I got the photos posted, updated my Twitter thread. I sent some stuff to my family as well because they wanted to see. And I had a little chat with them. And then after that, I literally was just like so physically exhausted. I sat down and I watched Coraline with Shiny while eating pizza, which I slept through part of it. And then I had another nap and then I slept for 9 hours. I was so tired. I had no idea how tired I was. Oh dear. Crazy. You play Riku again? Heck yeah. Oh. My God. Oh dear. Careful, Riku. You've been targeted. Oh dear. Now, do I want to go across at the top? I don't think I do. I think I just want to do lines. Lots of lines. I think will look better. I mean, I have to bear in mind as well, I could also decorate this with purple sequins or purple beads. Like, I have that option. It is there. Coraline is a fun movie, but somehow a good movie to sleep to. Also somehow a good movie to sleep to. Yeah, because I've seen it before, but Shiny hadn't. So I was like, we gotta watch Coraline. It is a very unusual film, and I think you'll enjoy it. Because Coraline is like a children's film, right? But it's like, it's definitely quite creepy. In a good way. I really enjoy Coraline. I think it uses its animation style to its advantage for the story it's telling, and it works really, really well. I love the film. But yeah, Shiny hadn't seen it, so I was like, that's cool. I'll just relax here, because I already know what's going to happen, and you can watch it. BRB lunchtime? Heck yeah! Get yourself that lunch, Riku. I'm going to tie off this first streak, and then we'll come back and add another one. I have to decide as well, because I have a couple different color sequins I could use, as well as different size sequins. I have many options at the moment. Oh, let's just tie that again, because that was a bit of a rubbish knot, honestly. We don't have time for rubbish knots in this costume. And pull that through there. Yeah, first wave. I may have to redraw the other side because I'm leaning on it a lot, so I can't see it as well as I could. Do we want to outline the whole thing, or do we want to just fill it in one piece at a time? Oh, I don't know. Ooh, I'm not sure. I have the time when I'm refretting, but Caroline's great. It's a really interesting film. I remember when I was in the theaters, Mum got all huffy about it. And they upped the rating on it. It's creepy. It's very eerie film, but they don't show any gore. They don't show any, I don't know, like swearing. It is a very eerie film, but I don't think it particularly ever hid that. Like, it was always a very eerie film. But the fairy before the events happen, well, the fairy ring is over the top of the well, isn't it? Yeah. We used to get fairy rings in our garden all the time. Like, every year we'd have several fairy rings appear in our garden. They were everywhere. Everywhere. It was always really exciting to find one, though. You're like, oh, hell yeah, another one. Oh, dear. That's what you get for growing up in the middle of a forest. Lots of fairy rings. I think I might outline... I don't know. Might outline this side at least, so that I don't get lost later on. I think that's... I'm trying to be smart with this. I think that's the smart move. I think the smart move is to outline everything on one side, come back, redraw the other side if I need to later, but at least get the first line down there, I think. Ah, did so many friends miss that detail? Well, things like hagstones and fairy rings, I guess it depends where you grow up. But like, we just had that kind of stuff around a lot. But we were like a very old-fashioned village. Like, that is part of the, I guess, appeal of old villages in the UK. Not only that, it wasn't super close to where I grew up, but like, often when we were driving to other places, we'd drive through it. There was literally a place everyone called Witch Village, which had a name, like a proper name, which I wonder if I can find. Maybe I'll find it after stream because that's going to be a little difficult for me to work out. But no, it literally was just Witch Village. It's just the Witch Village. Like, every time you drove through it, it's like, oh, driving through the Witch Village. Like, there was a lot of very old-fashioned villages near where I grew up with stuff like that everywhere. I don't know, it was just kind of part of the, I guess, appeal for tourists. Was like, it's very old-fashioned. Yeah. You're a witch? Oh heck, then you belong in the Witch Village. Clearly. An ex-resident of the Witch Village. But the Witch Village got really touristy, to be fair. Like, my village was touristy, but it wasn't that bad. Whereas the Witch Village was, like, ultra touristy. Like, they had so many shops which would just sell, like, witchy merchandise and, like, candles and stuff like that, because people would visit them for all the witch stuff. It was like a... Yeah, it was very, very marketable. Witch Village! Heart, how did your entry go? Have you got it all submitted and everything like that? Also, did you get business cards? Like, come into stream like, hello, yes, I am your nagging mother. How goes it? No, I hope the entry went well. How did you feel about writing about yourself in the third person for that bit at the bottom, if you've done it? Because, oh god, I'm not good at writing at the best of times. When I saw that I had to write in the third person, I was absolutely bricking it. I was like, I can't do that. I'm not skilled enough to do that. Ah, dear. Ready for the creepy swamp cottage? Children back and forth? No, never. Honestly, living in a forest cottage, bunch of animals, bring post all day, people leave you alone. It's kind of nice sounding, it is. Trying to write the description over and over again. That was me. It took me 2 hours to write that. Because I was like, I can't. You want to write the third person? I can't do that. What do you think I am? Someone who speaks English as their first and only language? Absolutely not. I can't write this. I have submitted now, thankfully. But oh my god, that gave me some stress. Oh, you're gonna watch Spider-Man? Heck yeah, enjoy Spider-Man, George. And I hope you get some good Z's. Ooh, can you put that there? Thank you. Ah, dear. It's all taken though. Everything is ready apart from that. Heck yeah. Can't you just copy your bio? We have to write it in the third person, and I don't write in the third person. And, oh, do you want, if you want her, I literally read this out earlier on stream, so I've already embarrassed myself. I can read you what I wrote. Not that I can say what I wrote was correct, but I can read it out. Please do, yeah. It's very cringy. Be ready. It's like, it's exceptionally cringy. Really, it's really, ugh. Okay, where did I put it? I put it somewhere around here, I think. Oh, I might have to get it from my emails. 2 seconds. I'll go grab it quickly. I think I did star it, because, yeah, I was excited and I was like, you get a star. View the submission here. There we go. Right, let it just load in. There it is. Right, which bit was it? Because, like, the top bit is just talking about your costume, and I probably can't help so much with that. Is it the written introduction? Where it's like in 1,000 characters or less and in the third person, right, introduce yourself. Is it that one? Because that's the one I got stuck on. Gordon, welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. We're just talking about our entries for TwitchCon Amsterdam. Because they ask you to write in the third person and that's hard. It's the describe your cosplay one. Oh, you're stuck on both. Okay. So, short description, I've been building Mateus since August last year, and I streamed the entire process on Twitch. There are 124 individually designed, digitized, and beaded designs on the dress alone. Each piece has been pattern sewn and decorated with close to 100,000 beads and sequins. Rather than crafting the armor out of foam or warbler, I wanted to challenge myself to work with fabric and embroidery. The effect is a golden textured outfit with embellishment head to toe, perfect for a boss monster. That was the short description. And then additional information. This cosplay features 160 handmade scales and an inbuilt bra and corseted structure to support the wings, handmade cotton petticoats, corseted 1.5 meter wiggle tail, 196 total patterned and digitized embroideries, all beaded and sequined, and wings with a harness. This has taken me over 1,000 hours to make, and I've streamed 500-ish hours of making it. The total cost of my costume was kept down using lining fabric for the whole design and recycled curtains, plastics, and more. That was my short description. That was the additional information. And then oh, thank you for the horn. And then the really cringy one is the written introduction at the bottom, where I put Jelly is a self-taught seamstress who started getting into cosplay during their teens. Due to ill health, she was able to spend a lot more time on the cosplay over the last few years, and 2 years ago started streaming all of her work on Twitch. Up until last year, she'd always worked on smaller cosplays, but last year as a challenge, Jelly decided to make a competition cosplay and drag her Twitch chat along with her. The aim was to create a low-cost competition cosplay with a healthy time frame to encourage people to give it a go. Jelly spends most of her days crafting, chatting to people through Twitch, and advocating for chronic migraine awareness and support. Despite the last few years being rough for everyone, Jelly feels incredibly lucky to be able to chat with people and share her passion every day. Boom. I'm not very good at writing, and I do struggle with this kind of thing, but that's what I wrote. That's what I wrote. Is Welsh not a big thing where you are? Everyone here speaks Welsh, apart from me, I'm an outcast. No, Welsh is... There are people that speak Welsh, but at least in the... Never eat shredded wheat. South. In the south, not so many people speaking Welsh here. I know if you go to the west or the north, that a lot more people will speak Welsh. Here, it's a little less common. Yeah. Oh, dear. Your presence is somewhat amusing on... I am. It's 8 a.m. Or around 1 to 3 a.m. I can watch you a normal time. Heck yeah. Oh, bless you. I'm glad. I don't want to get scolded by Jelly again. Severely lacking a horn. It was severely lacking a horn. I should have written it while I was live so that Twitch chat could help. Riley the art YouTuber? No, I think it's Mark Riley, isn't it? Nobody speaks Welsh. It's more of a gutter explosion than speaking. No, listen, it's a lovely language, but like, it is a little tough to learn if you can't find someone to speak it, because a lot of the words you kind of want to hear somebody else saying it when you're learning them. Yeah, I'm very lucky that I live with somebody who is first language Welsh, who's been helping me a lot. But yeah, it's difficult if you can't hear it. Oh dear. I definitely can't do art. Oh dear. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I actually hate my accent with a passion. My accent is the one everyone takes the mick out of. When they're like, Tuesday, in it, bottle water. That's my accent. But thank you. I'm glad other people don't hate it as much as me. Oh, that's nice to hear. Aw, thank you. Oh, dear, thanks. Oh, you mean Jelly. Dakoba, I'm sure you have a much nicer accent than I have. 100%. I believe it in my soul. Tuesday, in it. Oh, dear. Yep, that's my accent. Oh, dear. I hate your accent with a passion, too. I have the same accent, but that's besides the point. Hell yeah. Another cursed one. Welcome in, Grobbit, to the cursed accent club. I was laying my accent on the other day, and it doesn't make sense because my whole family is from Malta. I much prefer British or pronounced pronunciation over American. Mistress, welcome on in. See, I think American accents can be really sexy. Like a slow American accent. It's like, ooh. That's nice, that is. But I think generally everyone likes accents they don't have. Oh dear. American Southern accent and other times a Southern City accent. See, that sounds nice. Southern South Totsy is a posh sounding accent. I have a posh twat. I don't think you have a posh twat accent, but maybe that's because I'm British. Oh dear. And now I have a redeem. To do an even posher one, that sounds fantastic though. That sounds fantastic. Which part of America? I guess the South. But honestly, like but then the ones from Vermont, the ones from New York, those are nice too. So I don't know. Maybe it's just any of them. I like all of them for different reasons. Oh dear. This is what I get for going to a private school. Oh. I'm Jamaica. My mother's originally from the South, but she grew up in New Jersey, which is the East Coast City X. God. Sorry, I'm fighting a sequin right now. 2 seconds. I refuse. There we go. I'm not going to be beaten. Not today. So many people around me sound Cockney Essex. I don't know why I didn't pick up the regional accent or how it works. I think a lot of it depends on your parents. To like, at least for like the twinge of the accent you might get, right? Where like, but also like your surroundings definitely play a different part in it. Like my accent has changed since I was younger, but that's because I've lived in a few different places, I think. So it originated as a very Southern accent, which is very, very posh sounding. But then it's changed over time because of the people that I've spent time with, and also because of the places I've lived. Yeah. You're like, which part of the South? I'm joking. Texas sounds different for like Louisiana is a thing. Yeah, no, I know. Who's gonna tell them that I am literally half American? With the most British sounding accent. Hello. I'm actually probably more American than I am British. Listen, I'm always going to identify as British, and you won't stop me. I am aware. I didn't know that. No, most people don't. I think I mention it every now and again, but like, I am not even half British, honestly. But I'm gonna say I'm half British, half American. And I was born with citizenship to both, but I got rid of my American citizenship because there is no way I'll ever get health insurance in America, and I need that to live. So there is no point in me going and living in a country where I will go and die or spend thousands of pounds. So I stay here, thanks very much. Stay here, thanks very much. Americans did fine English, so true. Ah dear. Messed up, no idea what I sound like. I think that's the same for a lot of people though. If you've moved around at all, or like lived with people from lots of different areas, or you know, just generally like if you're a mover, like your accent will probably you'll take elements of some words, elements of others. It might change depending on the sentence you're saying. Can you get rid of American citizenship? I thought it was impossible. You can. I tell you right now, it's expensive, really expensive. It's going to be something you have to save for. But for me, it was worth it because every year for America, you have to fill in tax return forms, not something you have to do in the UK. And basically, if you live abroad as an American citizen, they just assume that you're like a billionaire. And obviously, this isn't the case for the majority of us. We're just people who live abroad with our families, right? But they treat you like you're a billionaire, and it is a pain in the ass, an absolute pain in the ass to deal with. Many years, they claimed that I had filled things in incorrectly, and then I'd proven that I hadn't filled them in incorrectly, and then they'd be like, oh, well, we can't refund you, you know, this, that, the other. I had such a problem with, like, the embassies and stuff like that. Not with the people personally, but the way they kind of treat you as an American citizen living abroad is trash. They treat you like absolute shit. And unless you're ever going to use it, it's absolutely not worth having. And since I can't get health insurance in America, there is no way I'll ever be able to live there. Like, I can visit as a holiday maker, but like I can't live there. Like, I wouldn't be able to pay for my medication for a year, let alone permanently. So yeah, you can get rid of it. I don't know how expensive it is right now, but you have to have an American passport, and you have to pay for then it to be like taken off the system. So it's the price of a passport plus the price of that. I think it comes to about $2.5 grand, if memory serves. Been a few years since I got rid of it, to be honest. And you know what? Couldn't be happier. It's nothing against America specifically. It's more the way that America treats its not foreign citizens, citizens living abroad. Yeah. Nothing against America, but they have some trash policies. Oh dear. I was born for England, so if things get any weird, I'm ready to Fair. That was always one thing where I was like, I guess the positive would be if I married someone, they could come to America with me, but then it's like, well, what's the point? I can't go to America anyway. I don't get health insurance. So, yeah, that's alright. It's alright. Oh dear. Perfectly, and Cortish in the USA is trying to keep me here. I need to go. He's still a citizen and his family is there, yeah. I mean, most of my family is kind of a bit spread around, honestly. Like, wherever I live, there will be probably some of my family, but not all of it. But, like, I've got family over here that I love as well, so it's like I'm quite happy over here. Not in Wales. Not really in Wales, but over here in the UK. Within a travelable distance, you know? Oh, dear. Oh, yeah. I'm quite happy here in the UK, honestly. It's not to say that I wouldn't ever like to live abroad, but there are a few things I would need to get sorted before I go do it, and that would be the medical stuff. It's the medical stuff that's going to hold me back, like, every time. And if I can't get insurance, if I can't get something that means that I'm safe over there, there is no way I can go. And I have a very long medical record. Like, literally since near birth. Like, I was probably about 6, I think, when it started. Not the migraines, but other stuff. And if I can't get the stuff to help me with that, it's like, yeah, I'm not going to another country just to go die. Thanks. Most of the Queen's territories have you. Nice. Dear, what will you do if you win tickets to San Diego? I just go as, like, the same way that you would go, I assume. Like, because I'm going to make the assumption you were never an American citizen. Big assumption, I'm sorry. But I'm going to make the assumption. I'd go exactly the same way you go. You do need to get is it an expat document? Something like that. But it's literally just to say, going on holiday to your country. It's a hell of a lot easier than filling in like a 50-page tax return form every year. And then having to prove that I got it right. A very good friend of mine lives here in the Czech Republic and has a baby. He made sure to give an American citizenship. I had to tell him that she will have to fill in tax forms for the rest of her life if she ever sets foot, even if she never sets foot in the States. So yeah, America, there's only 2 countries in the world that do this. Will make you fill in tax returns even if you have never lived there, if you're an American citizen. So I visited America, but I've never lived there. And I had to fill in tax return forms every year, even though I was being taxed in the UK. So you have to do it, like, you have to do everything twice. And, like, I don't know if we have an Americans in chat. Do you want to do your tax return forms twice and every year be claimed that you've done it wrong? Every year. I think it's because I earned so little. So I do not earn very much. I've always been minimum wage, and now I'm minimum wage part-time. So like, I've never earned a lot. And they were always like, nah, to live abroad, you must be a billionaire. And it's like, no. No, actually, I'm not. Oh dear. Deary me. I'm still waiting for transition stuff. Yeah, paperwork stuff. Do you know why Americans have to file that tax return? So you know how in the UK we have tax deducted every paycheck and stuff like that, like you have your national insurance. They don't have that same system. So you then pay your tax at that point if you have to. So it's a little bit of a different system, whereas our tax is taken automatically, their tax is not. Yeah. A very simplified version, but that's basically it. He must be a millionaire, if only. I know, right? Like, listen, America, I wish I was a millionaire, but I'm not. I'm just a normal person living abroad. Please. Please. My dog is a pit bull. Oh, but I'm sure it's a sweet bean. I'm sure it's a hecking sweet bean. Listen, if I was in the Czech Republic or the UK, I'd be like, yeah, bring your hecking dog. Neverland so big. It takes like 5 minutes to fill the form out, and I made 0 years. So I think I remember filling it in. This would probably be was it the year that I was unfit for work? Basically, I had worked some of that year, but I think I'd earned a total of like $3 grand. It wasn't very much, and it definitely wasn't. And it wasn't enough to be taxed in this country. It definitely wasn't enough to be taxed in America. And they told me that I must have filled it out wrong, because I wasn't taxed in this country, so I had to be taxed in America. And I then had to prove the fact that I earned, like, again, I'd already sent them all the files, of course, but I had to prove again, no, I didn't get taxed because I didn't earn enough to be taxed. And, oh my god, they would not take it. They were like, no, you must not have been taxed. Please, please. Like, can you stop rubbing it in? Oh dear. So yeah, that was really cool. Thanks for that, America. It made me feel really good. Oh dear. Yeah, there was something. Oh yeah. There we go. Do you know why they don't have to do it? The system is silly. The system is silly. There we go. We got it. So I guess pitbulls and chihuahuas are worse. Yeah, but I have has bands UK. My dog is American Staffordshire Shepherd Pointer mix. He's a himbo and I love him. The thing is, no breed of dog is a bad dog, but some dogs are not treated like dogs and are not trained, or have been trained for things they shouldn't be, right? And that's why they get a bad name. Chihuahuas are not a bad and aggressive breed, but because they are treated like babies and they're never trained by some people, they get a bad name. Listen, all of it pisses me off, because the reason any dog has a bad name is because of humans, not because of the dog. Like, no dog should inherently have a bad reputation. Dog owners should have a bad reputation. It bothers me. So there's a company that makes software and offers accountants to help you pay your tax terms and you pay a ridiculous fee for. The US government already has all the information needed to do the tax for you, like the UK government, but they don't, and they will have it. The company has lobbied. They make the free version so broken and convoluted it's impossible to use and filled out with ads for paid version. Yeah, it is really difficult. If you don't have someone who can help you and check you over for you, filling it in is a pain in the ass. Like, really, really difficult. Especially because they're constantly trying to like trip you up and be like, but you are a millionaire living abroad, that's it, isn't it? It's like, no, I'm not. Listen, I'm minimum wage bean. Some people that own chihuahuas, but this is a thing though, I've known people who have owned chihuahuas and they are lovely. Like, they're a really friendly dog. They always like, they're like very well behaved, but they'll always like, they won't even bark. They just wag their tails and they're sweet. I've met some chihuahuas who are not, who are awful, and I think it really reflects on the owner. If you have a chihuahua and it's like sweet, it's walking up, it's being friendly, it's not barking, it just means you've trained your dog, right? And it's a good reflection on you. If you have a dog that is barking, that is snapping at people, it doesn't matter if it's a small or a big dog, you haven't trained your dog. And that should be completely on you as an owner. It's very, very, it literally annoys me so much that people treat their dogs like that and give them a bad name. It's not fair. Not fair. Oh dear. Do it for you, but get bribed into not doing it. Yeah, that'll pay. Wait, how do you make your millions jelly? Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, even I don't know. I wish I could share it, but I have no idea. Oh dear, Jelly Bean Millionaire should just provide a donation link. But we have a donation link, Jason. You can donate to the Migraine Trust anytime you like. You may collect a chihuahuas. Exactly. Never met a kind chihuahua, only demons. In that case, you live with some, or you know some bad dog owners. Yeah. Not completely on you as the owner. Sometimes you get a second-hand dog. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. If you've adopted a dog, and it has some trauma, of course it's still something you need to work with. But then, like for instance, we had on our road someone who trained, like they weren't the owner of any of these dogs, but they took dogs who had some problems from previous owners and retrain them basically. So they'd been put up for adoption, they foster it and retrain it. And we had one of those people living on our road. So every now and again you'd see them with a different dog and they'd be doing some walking training, right? They had vests on the dogs to say, please do not approach us, please do not pet the dog, please do not get close to the dog. This dog has some behavioral issues and it is in training. And they literally, they were like in a big fluorescent jacket to say, don't come close to this dog, we're in training. And yeah, they did that on the road all the time. And they were big dogs, small dogs, obviously all dogs with some kind of trauma, who were being helped. Because at the end of the day, if your dog bites someone, your dog gets put down. And that's how it is. Your dog bites someone, they get put down. Nobody wants that. So, you know, making sure that this dog is better trained for going on walks and stuff like this. And I'd say if you adopt a dog, it is still your responsibility to make sure that if it does have some behavioral issues, that they are obvious so that nobody gets hurt. Again, because if your dog bites someone, you lose your dog. And it's still on the owner, in my mind. At least, obviously, the fact that they have behavioral issues not on the owner, but if anything happens, it's definitely on the owner. Oh dear. 8 months old when I got him. He's gonna be 9 in December. Heck yeah, Neb. Heck yeah. Absolutely, I do agree with that. Then you only have to deal with it. So I never couldn't resist. Oh, poor Neb. But yeah. I love dogs. I love them to pieces. As soon as we are in a position where we can look after a dog forever, we will probably end up getting a dog. But it's gonna need to be well trained. Like, it's first of all because there's a few things we need from a dog. One thing people may not be aware of: dogs can actually tell you if you're about to have a migraine. Only some breeds like they're better at it. Any breed can do it, but some breeds are better. It wouldn't be a service dog. Like, we're not going to train it like a service dog, and we won't use it as a service dog. But have it trained to maybe be able to sense when I'm about to have a migraine before I am. Right now, it won't be so useful because I have migraines nearly every day. But hopefully, once I've gone through Botox treatment, I'll have them less often, and my dog might end up being my first warning of whether I'm going to get one and whether I need to take anything. Yeah. But also, it's going to have to be well trained for the sewing room because there's a lot of unusual noises in here, and they're not going to be allowed in. I love well-trained. Yeah, it's true. I love well-trained dogs. Yes. The Humane Society. Heck yeah. You can post pictures from... Yes, actually, I should have asked that sooner. Any dog pictures, put them in our Discord. We always want more dog pictures and cat pictures. Listen, any animal pictures. You got a fish? I want to see them. I want to see your fish. I got 2 more eye tests this week. Heck yeah. I hope they fix something. That's actually a good sign. Maybe it could be to do with your eyes. If it's to do with your eyes, that's normally one of the easiest ones to fix. So fingers crossed, maybe it's your eyes. I know it's not a nice thing to like hope for, but comparatively to the other treatment methods, that one is the easiest. Dogs in Discord? Dogs in Discord. Dog cosplay. If they're happy with it, they can be, yes. Where's the dog? Oh my god. See, he looks so sweet. He looks like a little happy, relaxed puppo. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Oh my god, he's doing very well for 9 years. I have a bad experience with dogs and behavioural issues. Dog has bitten 2 people before me and mum knew and still let me play with him when I was a kid. Bad stuff ensued. Yeah, I'm not surprised. But also, I don't, obviously it's different everywhere you go. But if somebody reports, at least in the UK, if somebody reports that dog biting someone, your dog will die. Like, your dog will be put down most of the time. Like, I know it's not 100% of the time, but it's a huge risk. Like, I just can't get behind people that don't train their dogs because they are always potentially setting up their dog to be killed. And I hate that. it riles me up proper. I'm like, you don't do that to something. Like, no. For pet, sadly, my snake passed away. I hope to get one again. A snake, lovely little pet. I used to help my friend feed her baby snakes, and I got bitten quite a few times, honestly, but they were so small, and like, oh my god, they were such sweet beans. It's because I was cutting up the food, to be fair, so it's mostly my own fault, but they were so sweet. Super duper minor prescription and may have sunk in my eye, but the first round test didn't really see anything. Hopefully the prescription might help. You never know. You never know. Ah, dear Bull Piper, she was super, aw. I miss her, my baby, yeah. Snakes are good hacking beans. Snakes are good hacking beans. I know a few people that keep snakes now, but I used to, yeah, like I said, help my friend out with her snakes every now and again. If I was going to her house after school, the first thing we'd do is check on the snakes and make sure that they were happy beans. And oh my god, they were so sweet. It was so sweet. So chill, not a spicy noodle at all. Yeah, the noodles were spicy when they were babies, but they grew into very well-behaved beans. But I thought the dog's life was put in my hands for me to decide. Yeah, like, it's awful. It's absolutely awful. Like, if you don't train, if your animal is out in public and you do not train your animal, you shouldn't be allowed an animal, in my mind, because you are always setting them up to potentially be killed because of you. And, yep, maybe a slightly strong opinion, but if you do not train your animal, you should have it taken away. Like, you don't deserve them. I don't care. I don't care if it's a tiny, tiny dog and it couldn't do any harm to anyone. Like, you don't get an animal if you don't train it. Like, the most basic training to be okay around people and, like, to be able to go on walks with you and stuff like that. The most basic. And, again, it's not a dig at anyone who has adopted an animal by any means with behavioural issues. Of course, that's going to take a while. It's still, of course, your job to make sure people are aware so that nobody gets hurt, especially the dog. But, yeah, no, in my mind, you shouldn't be allowed an animal if you treat it like that. Oh, dear. Oh, knows. I have 2 cats. They are jerks and I love them. Heck yeah. Sweet bean kitties. Oh, dear. Oh, it's a few snake channels. Oh. Snake channels? Are there any Twitch snake channels? I feel like I've not seen them if there are. I've seen chickens, I've seen rabbits, I've seen otters, but I don't think I've seen snakes. Oh. I suggest snake discovery. Heck yeah. Solid brand name. Discover snake. My cat is a jerk. You've just described a cat. I actually really like cats. So I didn't come across the stereotype of cats being absolute assholes for any reason until I was quite a bit older. We'd never had cats growing up, unfortunately. A member of my family was allergic, but our neighbours and a lot of people we lived near, they did have cats, and they used to come into our garden all the time, and they were so chill. Like, I loved them to pieces. They were not our cats, but I still loved them. One of the cats was a little bit more flighty than the other, but there was a cat called Wobbit, with a W and then R, Wobbit, and I loved Wobbit. Wobbit was so sweet. And it was only then as an adult that I found out that there's like a stereotype about cats about them being like assholes, because Wobbit was not an asshole. Wobbit was literally just a happy little sun cat. Just wanted to lie in the sun and be pet, and that's all they wanted, and it was so sweet. Live stream for their alligator Rex. Oh heck yeah! Another art streamer started calling me a new shortening my name, and I actually really like it, thinking to switch to it. Oh, what's the shortening? I had cats growing up, but I didn't think they were jerks either. Yeah, like the cats I met were never butts. And like there's a cat that I used to cat sit, who is a very, very sweet being. Literally will just meow at you for pets. It's like, oh. And if you stop petting them, they'll look at you and they'll be like, meow. I'm like, okay. They keep petting. But other than that, they're just a really, really sweet bean. Oh dear, they just want pets, and they want to meow for pets. He's a calico cat. Oh, as he walks super slow. Heck yeah. Also, Sunny, welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. Dorothy, my youngest cat, is a sweetheart, and she loves to destroy my peace. She is an agent of Loki. Pet me. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, like I used the cat sit, and they were so good with it as well, because obviously like their owners wouldn't be there for a while. They were so good with it, but they really did want pets 100% of the time. Like you'd be watching a film with them, and they'd like, and you'd be petting them, and it'd be like an intense scene, so you'd forget to pet, and they'd be like, "Oi, why'd you stop? No more pets." Oh, I'm sorry. It was so sweet. I can't cat sit them anymore because I don't really live close enough, and also obviously my health is a bit but oh, it was always so nice. It was always so nice. Okay, now we have kind of the outline of one. I got more work to do, but it's a good start. It's a good start for an outline. Nice and shiny as well. We love that. We love a nice shiny. Oh dear. And the middle child cat is very needy and talkative. I love the talkative cats. The cats that just go around meowing. Oh my god. I love that. I think that's so fun. Like, yeah, just yell at me. Listen, if you need something, you can just yell. I will say, with this particular cat, they were very, very needy, but they were also very food orientated. And if you went anywhere near the kitchen, it'd be like, meow, meow. Oh, God. Bless you. You love food. I also love food. Understandable. It was really difficult. They were on a diet, but it's really difficult not to give them treats when they're doing that. It's so cute. Ah, days of white fluffy jerk. His name was Officer K. Ah. Dear Maury. Oh, that's a cool name. Heck yeah. Oh dear. Also, out of interest, what did you put in for the stage alias? I put Jelly, which I do maybe think was the wrong call. I maybe, just for like, if people want to find me after the event, should have put my name as a crafty jellyfish. But no, I put my name as Jelly because I was like, oh, people call me Jelly, so I'll keep the name to Jelly. And then it was only after I submitted that I was like, maybe that might make me really difficult to find after the event. But hey ho, you know what? I think there were worse mistakes I could have made. Ah dear. I grew up with cats and they were all precious beans. Now I'm very allergic to cats and I need to take anesthetics. I want to go see my parents. Not anesthetics. Antihistamines. Oh, you know, I need to take anesthetic if I go to see my parents. A vibe. Oh, bleh. I know. I made a mistake, huh? But it's okay. I'll take it. It's fine. Gotta head out to play. Oh, take care, Neb. I hope that it goes well. Look after yourself. And I hope your embroidery goes well later as well. I think you said you were gonna do that. Oh, yeah. Just got the self-description of form uploaded vids processing for wait now. Wait, you're able to upload videos? I got really confused, I think, with this, but I've done my best. I did my best. Knock me out. I'm visiting my parents. Brilliant. Let me just get some anesthetics. Oh dear. Bye bye. Take care, Never. Let me go see. Oh yeah, I don't know what you did for this, Hut. You know where it says supporting submission uploads? I put the one reference image I have and then 2 pictures of me because I wasn't sure what to put. So I did that. And then for supporting submission materials, I put my highlighted entries, the VOD channel playlist, and my Twitter making thread. Oh dear. Yeah. I think. In the video manager? Where the hell is the video manager? Oh, is this not in the upload page, maybe? Maybe. Oh dear, I'm gonna link a Google Drive with a bunch of pics in it. That's probably a good call. I didn't do that. I submitted 2 pictures of my costume and a Twitter thread, which has a 3rd picture in it. Oh dear. There you go. Here's my costume. If I get in, I get in. Oh dear, if I don't get in, I don't get in. That's okay. We can only do our best. Listen, I think I'm pretty good at sewing, but I am historically terrible with technology. I think having entered a tool was a win. A win. Ah, dear. And I got the business cards ready. And I'm very much looking forward to receiving those. I did make them look quite serious, which maybe I shouldn't have done, because I'm not a very serious person. But that's okay. A little serious business cards. Little serious business cards. Oh yeah. Did I finish my tea? No, I got more tea. I'm gonna have some more tea. Oh dear. Yeah. I know Saoirse has entered. I'm not sure about anyone else, if they're entering today or if they've already entered. Saoirse is the only one I think... Oh, did Sunkoi? I know Sunkoi's entering. I don't know if they've already entered. I was looking at their prosthetics and they look really heckin' cool. They look so cool. Oh dear, I really hope everybody gets in, which might be wishing for too much. But like, if they've got 20 slots, maybe we can just fit everybody into some category. Like maybe, you know, oh dear. Maybe, I don't know, it's not. Maybe they could just fit a couple of extra slots in. Like, oh, 21 for the armor category, you know? You know? Oh, that's probably why I can't see it then. It's because I've already uploaded them. Yeah, that's gonna be why, isn't it, huh? It's because I'm looking at like the, what do you call it? Yeah, I'm being dumb. Don't mind me, huh? I'm looking at, because I've already entered, I'm looking at my submission review. I'm not looking at like the submission page. That's my bad. I'm an idiot. Oh dear. Sunkoi here, lurking in panic crafting. Sunkoi, your prosthetics look so good. So good. Oh dear. Listen, you're gonna be at TwitchCon. I believe. Ah dear. Talking about the Twitcher goof. Oh, well then. It's too late. It's too late. I've done it differently. But then I actually think I prefer the way that I might have done it if that's the case, because I did upload, so basically I put it in with the highlights and then I have them as like playlists. I'm happy with that. I have them as playlists. Sunkoi is doing the thing, right? Yeah, Sunkoi is. Sunkoi, I think, is entering into the SFX category, which makes sense because of the stuff they're doing. Yeah. Hear what you wrote. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, writing about yourself in the third person is definitely something that I don't like to do. I am not keen. Not my favorite, but I've done it. And it's in. We're happy. We celebrated with pizza last night, and then I got a migraine, and then I slept for nearly 12 hours. And you know what? That's what deadlines are like, isn't it? Oh dear. Hey, deadlines, am I right? I was sort of writing to my partner, oh my god, that actually is a really good idea though, because then they will write about you in the third person naturally, won't they? That would have been a good idea. Although actually thinking about it, my one wouldn't have done it. My one would have been like, do your own hacking work. I'm busy, and I'd be like, please, I can't write about myself in the third person, and then they'd probably laugh at me and go on with their day. A few of you might end up meeting Shiny at MCM, to be fair, because they'll be with me the whole day. He's a very good bean, but he is shy. Please do not bother him too much if you do meet him. He just likes, he wants to exist in peace. I don't think he even has any social medias, really. He's a very private bean. I'm the opposite. The absolute opposites in that. Oh, you're gonna be at FCM? Heck yeah! Very nice, very nice. Very exciting. Oh dear, just Saturday though. Saturday's the best day. You have done right. Saturday is in fact the best day. You picked the best one. I just need to get some more thread quickly. I'm not finishing that there, I promise. We need more thread. Oh, I should have outsourced the... Someone would write about me. Maybe I could have just got Twitch chat to write it. Like, Twitch chat, can you write my bio for me? It has to be in the third person. Bear in mind. If you just write my bio, that'd be great. It's really hard, and it's not something that I'm good at. Oh dear. Oh dear. Also, I don't know if you were here yesterday, Sunkoi, or because we did a very short stream yesterday. Did you hear that we've sewn over 100,000 beads into this costume now? We are over 100,000 beads down. More to go, clearly, because I'm still sewing them in. but 100,000 down. There was a red line every time I spelled armories. Oh god. I didn't even check for spelling errors, to be fair. I just submitted it and ran. I was like, I'm done. I don't want to think about it anymore. No more thinking about this. Because, like, legitimately, Wednesday night, I was so stressed about it. And I couldn't put my finger on why. But, like, taking the photos and entering was, like, legitimately stressing me out so much. And, like, I am a very, how to put it, relaxed cosplayer normally when it comes to, like, entering things. Like, listen, it happens when it happens. I don't rush things. I don't crunch. Things happen when they happen, and if I'm not ready, I'm not ready. But, like, yeah, I was really stressed out Wednesday, and I couldn't exactly think of why, because I was like, well, my perspective hasn't changed. Like, if it's ready, it's ready. If it's not, it's not. And, like, the photos will just be to display my work. But my god, was I stressed. I probably didn't go to bed. I didn't go to bed till 1:30 anyway, but I probably didn't get to bed till like 2 or 3 in the morning, because I was just like about the idea of taking photos of the costume and entering it, which is very unlike me. Oh, god damn it. Sorry, I cannot thread this, and I don't know why. Oh. Oh. Okay. No, it was through. Damn it. I do this a lot. I drag it back out with my own hands. I'm like, I threaded it, and now I've unthreaded it. It's a lot of beads. It is. It's actually closer to 130,000 so far. We calculated it yesterday. I think it was 138,000 beads. Beads and sequins, I should say. Because there's also 12,000 sequins or something ridiculous. Probably more than that now, actually. So I did get through another pot. Oh, no. Okay. That's not a good thread. Welcome to the rest of the stream, everyone, where I just try and thread a needle for several hours. Oh, thank you, Takoba. I am very proud as well, honestly. And I sent a picture to my family, and they liked it. And, like, of course they don't know the character and stuff like that, but they liked it and they said it was very cool. And they said they'd show it to my other family, and I was like, yeah. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Guys, quickly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you want to be famous, click it. If you want to be famous, click it. Bye. Oh, looking at Aries. It looks so sparse. The costume looks like there just isn't much to it when it's all together. But yours is in your techniques. The techniques you've used to make it, right? If I do another competition, I'm doing Rathalos. Is that a... No, that's something else. Ignore me, for me. For some reason I thought that was a Monster Hunter. I'm thinking of, I think, Rathian. Why can I not thread this? Today? Oh, god damn it. We keep trimming the end off because... Okay, get that there. We're going serious mode now. There we go. Serious mode. Like, if I really try, I normally can do it. Half-arsing it seems to not be working for me today. Whoa. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Not me. Rathalos is a Monster Hunter. Rathian is female Rathalos. Oh, okay, okay. Cool. I was gonna say, I thought there was an armor set with a very similar name. Ah, dear. Yeah, but you know what? Nobody seems to want to be famous today, so nobody clicked it. That's a shame. Listen, sometimes people want to be famous, and I leave it up for like 5 seconds so that people can click it if they want to. But no, no one today. No takers. Oh yeah. I do prefer, to be fair, the bots not actually putting legitimate links in chat so that nobody clicks it by accident and gets spam. Yeah. Of course, it'd be nice to have no bots at all, but I don't think that's realistic. I think this is better. Why is my desk sticky? Oh, it's the lilt, isn't it? 2 seconds. I'll get a wipe. I can't be having a sticky desk. Very bad for cosplay. I was drinking some lilt. It probably fizzed onto the desk. yeah, celebratory lilt. Right. I'm just gonna make sure that my desk is wiped down. I do have some wipes. Should fix it up nicely. Put those to one side. Little alcohol wipe. It'll be a little damp for a second, but at least it'll be clean. There we go. Mainly just picked up thread, but that's okay. Oh dear. You put a picture of the armor set you're talking about in cosplay ideas. Heck yeah, let's have a look-see, let's have a look-see. I think I might actually know this one. Yeah, I've seen this one. It's very hecking cool. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I have heard of this armor set. Like, I've seen most Dragon Hunter? Monster Hunter armor sets because they're very impressive. But no, it is hecking cool. Hecking cool. I do like it a lot. I mean, I like all the Monster Hunter ones, yeah, but, you know. Oh dear. I probably ban the combination of words by followers to prevent them from showing up. But yeah, people talk about bots fairly often. I actually don't mind it, personally. It doesn't bother me that much. It bothered me a bit more when they had links in the chat. But if they don't have a link, I actually genuinely don't really care. Like, it's... We'll ban them when we see them. Give everyone a chance to click it if they want to. Just for, like, shits and giggles, really. Yeah. I don't care about them either. Yeah, like, they don't really disrupt my streaming experience. Particularly. It'd be different if there was, like, suddenly 10,000 bots. But, like, at the numbers we get here, it's fine. Love Rathalos. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Oh. Oh, is that another unusual sequin? I think it is. What's your deal? Got like a tiny bit of sequin attached to you. Look at that sequin. What's that? That's not a sequin. That's a sequin. This is just a random piece. There you go. Unusual sequins. Ah, dear. Game of Whack-a-Bot. Heck yeah! My friend says my game is glitched because the monsters don't attack me. I'm like, you guys are just being bad friends. Yeah, a lot of them don't attack though, do they? Unless you start fighting them. Nobody saw it? Oh, sorry. My bad, my bad. Too subtle, too subtle. I report the accounts, they're banned within 2 minutes, like what I did. But that account is already gone. Very vitriolic. Well, good on you, Hackin' Dakoba. Heck yeah. Oh dear. I accidentally reported somebody the other day. They were banned from this channel, and they had only made their account that day. So I'm gonna make assumptions they were probably just a troll account or a spam account or something like that, but I didn't actually mean to report them. I clicked on them and then I saw the report button, right? Because I was like, I've already banned them, so I can report them. And I was like, I wonder what happens if you click report. And it like gave me a drop down of options, so I clicked the one that was closest, and then I expected more. I expected them to like ask for more, and they were like, thank you, your report's been submitted. I was like, shoot, that wasn't my intention. I just wanted to see what happened. I mean, don't get me wrong, there were things I could have done because, again, I'm pretty sure they were just a spam account. But that's the only time I've ever reported anyone, I think. Oh no, that's not true. I reported another one once. Because they were going into channels and telling people they were underage but would like DMs. I did ban them and report them. I banned and reported that one because that was so iffy that I was like, I can't really ignore that in my right mind. I can't really ignore this one. Sorry, you get a tasty report. Oh dear. Right, let's get some beads. I accidentally banned someone. Luckily, there's another mod who went, what? Heck yeah, ad. Yeah, like I could ban Dakoba right now. It's right next to the timeout as well as a thing. It's like you have delete message, timeout, and then ban. So you could just like twitch slightly and instead of like deleting a message, full on ban someone. Oh dear, I actually timed somebody out when I was modding for somebody else for like 9 years or something ridiculous. That was my bad. We got them back. I was trying to undo the timeout and I just kept adding time to the timeout. That was something. No ban, please. I won't. I'm just saying, like, it would be very easy to. Yeah. Just clicked the wrong one. 9 years. Yeah, it was a ridiculously long time. I don't actually know how long it is. We hit the limit of how long I could time them out for because I kept trying to take the timeout off and it kept adding more. And I was like, oh god, how do I untime them out? I never intended to time them out. And I think they've held it against me forever. We don't see them too often, but yeah. Someone slipped and accidentally banned me after I'd found a cool new streamer, been in their chat for like 20 minutes. Oh god. As far as I'm aware, I don't think I've been banned from any channels. Unless, actually no, that's not true. I've probably been banned from 2 channels, but I don't know. Just because I know that we banned a couple of streamers here at one point because they were being very certain phobics, right? And I might have got banned by them just by proxy of me banning them, yeah. If you have better Twitch TV, you can also right-click the username and remove messages or ban them from there. I do have better Twitch TV, and it says I can purge you. It's very, very scary wording, but hey, there you go. I could purge you anytime. Anytime you need to be purged, I can do it. Oh, did I accidentally time someone out as a mod and the streamer was like, Jason, what the heck? And I had to explain I just made a mistake and clicked the wrong button. Oh dear. Banned from one channel, they're having a heck day, I think. I said their voice sounded a bit rough and maybe drink some honey tea. Was not appreciated. Yeah, I could see that you didn't mean any harm. I could also see how that could come across as like, you sound like trash if someone's having a bad day. Oh dear. We've banned a few people. Well, the thing is, most of the time, if the ban was unfair, people appeal it. And I don't think we've had any unfair ban appeals, but then we also don't ban people very often. I'm more likely to time someone out and then they just don't come back kind of thing. And most of the time, I don't know, it's like, most things aren't really that worthy of a ban. It's the attacking other members of chat, I should say, that would get you a ban for the most part. Oh dear. Oh, what we can do about it, yeah. This ban was on the stream because the streamer had falling out their mod and the mod went scorched the earth and banned everyone. Oh god. That is a very bad situation, honestly. That is definitely not ideal. Okay, I need to take this down to about here, but then we're gonna stop. And also, I can see you flipping around, Mr. Sequin. I cut you to go a specific way, and I would appreciate it if you continue to go that way. Oh, what's happened here? There you go, okay. That's almost a very awkward knot, but that's alright. Okay. I'm gonna just fix this sequin quickly in place because it looks a little messy like this, and I don't like that. It bothers me a little, just a little bit. Let's fix that messy sequin. It's because it's one of the ones that's been cut into a triangle, to be fair, and it's just trying to move to match that, but we don't want that. No, 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 no. There we go. Put some extra stitches in it and it'll be just fine. And then bring us back to here where I left that marker. Good, that's better. Idea. Anime, welcome back. I hope you're still having a good day. I couldn't find the appeal button for that, and then I was like, oh well, I literally raided in there, so I don't know how big a bit of. Guess I'm not becoming friends with them either now. Oh no. You mean muffins? I want muffin. You have any spare muffins, Riku? Oh dear. We can't attack people in other chats with a ready flamethrower. No! I think that's the only thing that we've really had to ban people for. Most of the time it is just a timeout. I'll time people out if they're being a bit funky in chat, or if they're, how to put it? It's difficult because it's always a very individual situation. But if they're, I guess... What would we time people out for? self-promotion would be one, I suppose. Is like if people came in and just started advertising their own channel. Like probably not worth banning for, but like we'll time them out. Like they won't get that here. Oh, yeah. Ah dear. I bought my Stabius Gladius and everything. I got so confused there, and I was like, what the heck is this? Can't attack other videos? He can't. I started writing my description myself. Hadabi is a streamer who has made items for LARP for 8 years plus before being bullied into entering this competition by me. There you go. Perfect. Honestly, that's me. I'm the biggest bully in this competition, and you can't take that away from me. I will remain the biggest bully in this competition. Thank you very much. You spare muffin? Thank you. The weather's not nice at the moment. We've had rubbishy weather today as well. I'm really glad we took photos yesterday. Because today it's been like... That description sound good to me. Yeah, there you are. The biggest bully here. Hired Hutch is on to you. Yeah, careful. You can't put that in your description, otherwise I might bully you more. It might be raining and thundering, but you got your tea. Actually, that sounds kind of nice. Something about like sitting at home when the weather's really bad, but enjoying like a hot beverage. It is kind of nice. Like, it's making the most of bad weather day, isn't it? I kind of like that. Maybe I should do that after stream. Just make a hot beverage and listen to the rain for a bit. That's kind of chill, not gonna lie. I like that. I am the biggest bully in the competition. I'd like to add to your description, Jelly. Hello, my name's Jelly, and I've bullied several people into entering this competition. If you don't let them in, I will bully you as well. And if you don't let me in, I will also bully you as well. So you should definitely let all of us into this competition, or I'll bully you. Hashtag not against TOS. Hashtag JK. Hashtag but not. I got burned by the drink. Heck yeah! Oh my god! I've been given like the monthly subscription package, and I got the Eat and Mess one, and I've already finished it, and I'm gonna have to order some more because I never got to show you guys what it looked like on stream. But the Eat and Mess, it's purple. It's purple tea, purple, and it's so satisfying to look at, but it's also delicious. Like it's really good. I drank the whole thing already. Before I even started like the next one, I'd finished the Eat and Mess. It was so good. It was just so good. Ah, I do miss my purple tea. I'm gonna get more purple tea. For now, I've just got the digestive biscuit one, which is honestly really nice as well. I really like the dessert themed ones. The dessert themed ones and me. Yeah. Well, because sometimes as well with the dessert themed ones, they're actually quite bitter to drink. Which makes little sense to me because they're based on sweet things. But these have all been like, not really sweet, but there's like a subtle sweetness to them. And then if you add honey, which I often do after streaming, I add a bit of honey for my throat. It's like a little dessert cup, and I love it. It's so good. That's what I've been doing. I've been having the Eat and Mess with milk and a little bit of honey. And it's been so good. It's been so good. Yeah. Yeah, slowly but surely make our way around this. These are going to look a little interesting, but they should look really cool and textured. You know how we feel about texture here. We love texture. On a new battery, back glass, and new display for my own phone. Fingers crossed I can repair it. Heck yeah, that'd be good rather than having to buy a new one. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a heckin' plan. Oh dear. Yeah. There we go. Maybe it was optimistic to think I could do both of these today. Maybe we aim to finish like one of the designs today. God, actually this takes a while. Wow, we got plenty of time. I've not been streaming for very long, I don't think. Oh, have I been streaming for no time? Okay, cool. 0 hours, understood. I think it's about 2 hours, just looking at like my time. Oh, yeah. There we go. There's very subtly between these two sequins, different colors. I don't think anyone's going to appreciate that, but I like it. I like having the ever so slightly two different colors. So the one I'm using now is more of a yellow gold, whereas the other one's a slightly colder gold. Very similar. They're not quite the same. Like pretentious detail, you know? That's what this is. Me being a pretentious cosplayer. Good to see. How you doing today, Carv? Welcome on in. I am good. I feel a lot more relaxed after yesterday, getting the costume entered and everything like that. Of course, we are still working on the costume. The costume was not entered as finished, but I don't know. I just feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders, metaphorically, because definitely I've added a lot of weight to my shoulders with this costume. But like, I feel better about it, you know? It's entered. Like, there's nothing more I can do at this point. Like, either I get in or I don't, and it's kind of nice to be in that position where I just don't have to think about it. Like, maybe I get in, maybe I don't, and if I don't, that's fine. We're having a good time making it. Why is Ugly Sonic trending on Twitter? Because Twitter has nothing better to do. Oh dear. Even though you entered on it, you can still work on it? Yeah, so that's pretty common, honestly, with cosplay competitions. Most competitions won't tell you that you can't work on it until the costume, because there's just no way of enforcing that. Like, most of the time, you can say whether you're entering it finished or nearly finished if you want to, but most of the time, you enter an image, and based on that image, you will get in or you won't. You have more chance, maybe, of getting in if your cosplay is finished, depending on the convention you're entering it into. But for the most part, you'll just be judged on the work that you've submitted. Yes. I like the pixel Twitter. It looks like an impressive. Thank you, Cov. Honestly. But this is a thing. This costume's been an absolute joy to make. like legitimately an absolute joy. And so I feel like as well, like I said that talked about it a bit yesterday, but regardless of whether we get it or not, I will feel like a winner having made this costume. Because it's been in my wanting to cosplay list for so long, and it's been fun, except for the petticoat, every step of the way. And yeah, it's just really made my year, like, really fun, you know? It's been a really fun year of crafting. Ah, dear. You have an amazing cosplay at the end. I hope so! I hope so! I think I'm already really pleased with what we've made. So I think at this point, hopefully it can only get better. I'm very much looking forward to doing all the decoration on the wings. We won't be doing that until after MCM, because the wings I don't need for MCM, I'm not taking them with me. But after MCM, we can start working on the wings a little bit, and I think those are going to be really fun. Those are going to be like floor streams again, like we'll be sat on the floor doing most of the work, because the wings are just very big and bulky. And we'll be adding even more to them, so they're only going to get bulkier. But yeah, they should be really fun streams. Ah, dear. Apparently Ugly Sonic is a scene in the Chip and Dale movie. Oh, okay. Chip and Dale was not something I ever really watched. I know what it is, but I don't know. I don't think I'm the target audience. Then again, I also don't watch movies. So just generally a movie is probably not targeted towards me. Because I watched, like, Coraline was the first movie I've watched this year, and I've watched it before, so I rewatched a movie rather than watching a new one. What month are we in? May? 5 months in and I've watched one film. I have to watch at least 3 more films if I want to beat... Oh no, actually, I'm sure I watched another film earlier this year. What was it? Oh no, I just watched Encanto again. Yeah, so I have watched 2 films, but I'd already seen Encanto. I've watched Encanto and I've watched Coraline, so 2. So I only need to watch 2 more films and I'll beat net last year. Because last year I watched 3 films. But the films that I've watched this year have both been films that I'd already seen. So I don't actually know how well I'm doing. Oh dear. Thank you, Dakota. We like to party. 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 We like to party.
The Venga bus is coming and everybody's jumping. New York to San Francisco, an interstate free disco. The wheels are still on turning and traffic lights are burning. So if you like to party, come on and move your body.
Thank you very much. Wow, terrible music is here. It's glorious. Heck yeah, heck yeah. Oh dear. Oh, look at all those heckin' sparkles. Very nice, very nice. Right. We need beads again. Do I want to use the same beads or do I want to use the slightly thinner ones? I don't have as many as the thinner ones. Oh, that's not true actually. I should have another pot of the thinner ones, which I have loads and loads of. We can use those ones. Excuse me, I've got a lot of beads here. There we go. This is the one I'm thinking of. I've got plenty of these. They're a bit duller than the other ones, but I don't mind them. We be beadin', we be beadin'. Heck yeah. We be doing lots of beadin'. These ones are a slightly duller colour than most of my other beads, which is why I haven't used them as much, since I'm kind of using the beads to add shine to the costume, right? Since I don't really want to be adding too many dull beads to the, but every now and again, it's nice to have something that doesn't stand out quite so much. I'm going to do a few lines of beads, I think. And then maybe another one of sequins. Go. Oh, come on. Ah, there you go. And there. Oh yeah, well yeah. Yes, you know what you're doing. You've got this. Thank you. I have been beading a lot. At this point, I am a relatively experienced beader, I should say. I'd hope so, at least. After doing this much. Okay, let's get that one in there, and then we'll do the next one across. So we're gonna have to start staggering them a bit to fit them into the space, which I might re-highlight while I can still see it. I need it to go to here. And then... like that. There we go. Just while... because otherwise that's gonna become invisible soon, because I've been leaning on it so much. Just so I know what my goal is. After this much, you can't be beat. Thank you, Dakota. Oh dear. One too many? That's one too many. Gotten reasonably good at predicting them, but still get it wrong. I still get it wrong. And then through to about there, I should say. Yeah. That's good. And let's bring out the other beads. Actually, if we're not using the beads, let's get into the habit of putting the lids on them. Because I spilled a lot of beads earlier and oh no. Why is it open on one side? So you can still sew things? Yeah, basically. So what's going to end up happening, you see like the little lines on one side? I have boning in the fins that thread into that. And then we're going to be adding a few layers in there. So I'm not, oh, did I just throw beads down? Great. So I'm not going to be sewing it together until right at the end when we've got all the elements ready to sew together, since a lot of them get sewn into that bit there. I guess it's just about making my life easier. Yeah. So that I don't have to go back and try and sew into something that's closed and stuff like that. Yeah. Try and make my life easier. If not now, then down the road. Okay, smart. That's one thing I feel like I've learned doing this cosplay a lot, is the order matters. Not necessarily for how it looks at the end, but for how easy it is to sew. Like, if you don't consider the order, you're gonna have a really bad time. Consider the order that you are sewing things before you start sewing them. Otherwise, you have to unpick things again, and it's a pain in the ass. Nobody wants that. Should I have put some beads back there? Maybe. I'll put some in a bit. I don't want some of them to be a little shorter, but that'll look good. Maybe it doesn't look good. a little break in there, so there's some purple. I kind of want it to look like a tassel, see? So I'm leaving a couple of small gaps. Lid. Good. Effigy! Solid progress. Oh, thank you, Effigy. How goes it? Are you doing well? Ah, dear. We have made quite a lot of progress. Today we are decorating the arm things because they're kind of plain for the rest of the costume. But, you know, it's chill sewing, honestly, this. It's not too complicated. It's nice and relaxing. At least for me, it is nice and relaxing. I don't know how it is to watch, but I am enjoying myself. And I would like to actually go backwards, wouldn't I? There you go. Go backwards a little bit. And then sew through from there. Go. Yeah. That's good though. You should enjoy yourself in your own stream. What are you doing if you're exactly like this is a hobby? This is not my job. I'm having a nice time with my hobby, which is I like. To be fair though, it is really fun. If you are an artist or a creator of some sort, and you find that whatever your hobby is makes you like a little bit lonely, like you're always working alone on things and stuff like that, pop onto Twitch. Like I am biased because it's something that I like, but it is such a good way of connecting with other people that love the same kind of things or have an interest, while, you know, still being able to actively practice your own hobby. It's so good. It's so good. It's such a good deal, you know? You don't have anything, you're not isolated from the rest of the world, but also you still get to do your hobby. Like, I can't think of a better deal. Ah, dear. Lots, how did submission day go? I saw you working on the shoes the other day. It went well, thank you, Lots. We have entered and now the pressure is off. We just have to wait till June to find out if we get in or not. And you know what? I'd much rather be in that position where there's nothing that I have to do. I'm just waiting. What a sunbed this morning. Have been tanning today. Oh, lovely. That sounds heckin' good. That sounds heckin' good. None too shabby. Had to run home from work as we thought my daughter might have appendicitis, but that's just a kidney infection. Good news. I'm actually catching a stream for a change. Oh, I hope they get better soon. That sounds exceptionally painful. I hope they feel a lot better soon. I'm sure if it's an infection after some antibiotics, they should have a pretty speedy recovery, right? Fingers crossed. Yeah, just waiting now. I think I'm actually going to be streaming on the day where I might find out. So that's going to be a stream and a half. Like you thought yesterday I was panicky. You wait till the 1st of June, where I'm probably streaming, as I could potentially find out. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna have to get serious about this again, aren't we? Like, lickle the fingers. Look at that. Hold it up. I forgot how hard this was to thread. Oh, drop the thread. Bad, bad, bad. Pick up the thread. There you go, got it. 1st of June, that's your birthday! Oh, heck yeah! Oh, your birthday's pretty soon then, Andrew. Also, welcome on in, Andrew. I hope you're having a good day. Heck yeah. Celebrations all around, only if I get it. I'll still celebrate your birthday regardless, but probably only celebrate if we get in. Also, I don't know, if I did find out midstream, I'd have to very quickly plan a holiday. Oh god. 1st of June, Jelly will be already declared the winner. Oh, I doubt it. I want to get everyone's expectations real low. If we get in, we've done well. Like, that's it. I do not believe that I could win this competition. Looking at some of the other entries, I think it's very unlikely. That's okay. If we get in, we've won. 5 days Andrew was a wee shame, but the rest will do her good. Yeah. I mean, obviously it sounds very, very painful, so just having like a bit of a break in general probably is not a bad call, just to like properly recover. Plus your body needs to recover after you fight an infection. It's very unpleasant. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Oh, sorry. Nudging you all. Fingers crossed she feels better soon. That's the wrong beads. It's okay. Stop over again. Okay, everything is written up. Heck yeah, we believe. Thank you. Just waiting for the VITS process. You said you could edit submissions after the facts, right? I don't know. I've not tried to. You can look at your submission after you've entered, which is what I've been doing. I don't know if you can enter it, because it would kind of surprise me if you could edit it after today, you know? Since today is submission day. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not sure. Maybe you can edit it up to today, but not past today. Because, yeah, it seemed a bit odd to me if they let you edit it afterwards. So, yeah, I don't think I did say that. You can look at it, but you can't. I don't know if you can edit it. And I definitely don't know if you can edit after today. Orra. I'm not touching mine because I'm already nervous that I've mucked things up. Personally, I'm leaving mine as it is so that I can't muck it up further by accident, you know? Let's just go through here. Building up more sequins. There we are. Here you are. I bet a celebrity would get it in after today. Probably. If a celebrity entered, they'd probably be allowed to. But actually, no, I think if a celebrity wanted to enter, maybe they just have them as a judge. That seems to happen a lot. Like celebrity judges. I know, I've seen some people talking about it recently in the cosplay community. Having people that have never made a cosplay judge a cosplay competition. It's like, yeah, it's not ideal. Like, the best, what do you call it? In my opinion, the best way is to have an expert in several different types of craft. Because it's the same way I feel as when like there are judges and they're all armor experts, but you have no one who knows anything about sewing, or vice versa. Because it's like, it's not to say that they're bad cosplayers, they're definitely not, but it's difficult to judge skills that you never yourself have used for how difficult they might be to execute or how well executed they might be in this particular case. Yeah, when you have judges for a competition, you really need them to be like a good mix, as well as hopefully all proper like known in their area. Like even if they're not well known, just like that they are known for maybe being really, really good at SFX. And then there's someone else who's really, really known for being good at armor. And then there's someone else who's really, really good at fabric. I think it creates like a nice mix so that everybody feels like they're being judged fairly. That was the YouTube Celeste judge a cosplay competition. Like Bernadette Benefit eating. Oh no, I'm not sure who they are, but I don't really mind who judges as long as there's someone who knows about cosplay. And in an ideal world, you would have a mixture of people like from different backgrounds, I suppose. Yeah, like sewing and armor and SFX and all that kind of majazz. She's a professional costume designer. Oh yeah, then bring her on. Bring her on. What's happening here? I know the 2 judges they've announced so far for TwitchCon are fantastic. Like they are crazy good. So they've got, I don't know, should I say it? Should I say who they are? I could do. You know what? I'll just say it. So you have Cinderace and Kamoi Cosplay, both of which are like fantastic in their field. I will wonder if they are specialist judges or if they're just having a selection of judges, because Kamoi does a bit of everything, to be quite honest, although probably predominantly armor. And I've seen Cinderace do predominantly armor as well, but then also I guess you could also make an argument for larger than life because of some of their cosplays. So I wonder. I really hope that they have someone come in who is a specialist in sewing. But then, obviously, because I'm entering a sewing entry. Not that I don't think the other 2 have experience with it, as much as it would just be really nice to have, like, a specialist. Just because that's what they've done in, like, TwitchCons before. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. I mean, it might not even matter to me, because I might not even get in. I'm worrying about all these things when I don't even know if I'm in or not. Although, to be fair, I think that would be beneficial to everybody entering, you know? Oh, I should actually check to see if that person who rang me earlier ever left a message. I think probably they didn't. Nah, they didn't. Not surprised because, you know, why would they? Also, have I got an alarm on? No. I was gonna say, like, no alarms. The favorite choice cosplay make a great judge. A son. I actually don't know if I would make a very good judge because judging is about picking people apart. You know, obviously they've asked for it, but you're picking apart that costume. You're looking for any things that are inconsistent or not good, and you're trying to do that while not discouraging, because a lot of cosplayers will ask for feedback afterwards, which, if, by the way, you're a cosplayer entering a competition, whether you get in or not, whether you win or not, I think it is really beneficial to ask for feedback from the judges. You can improve so much, get some really good feedback. Maybe in areas you didn't even know you needed to improve on. I mean, you bullied me effectively, eh? Yes, me. Thank you. Ah, dear. But yeah, I don't know. I also think because I haven't really got any big wins behind my back, that I don't think that I'd probably be selected as a judge. I've won locally, and I've won online, but I've never won like a big cosplay contest. I've only really won small ones. So I don't think I probably would judge at the moment, just because I don't really have enough experience like winning these competitions, you know? Should I tie it off or should I go back? No, let's just go here. Let's not waste the thread, Jelly. Let's not do that today. No thread wastage, please. And we need the other sequins again. Also, we need to put the lid back on this because we're being safe. God dang it. See how long it's taking to make this one thing? Ah, the optimism I had coming into this stream. That's okay. I'm actually really enjoying this because it's very relaxing. It's not hard work as much as it is time-consuming work. I'm actually really quite enjoying it. It's quite nice. Like yesterday I was so stressed out, and now today it's just like, a nice gentle romp making some cosplay. Very nice. I needed this, I think. After yesterday being so worried. And like, I don't even know what I was worried about. I wasn't making a whole costume in a day. I was just taking photos of it, really. And entering it and making business cards, none of which should really be that stressful. I got myself a little worked up, I did. Go. And... Yep. These might actually end up being a good display of all the different types of beads I used in this costume. Because I got a bit of everything going on here. Oh dear. Maybe I can use this to describe all the beads. Just have a little look at my gauntlets. This is a bit of everything I've used on this costume right here. I've got both colours of sequins. I've got all the beads. Except for one. Oh dear. Given the size and scale of this cosplay, would it have been potentially easier to do this with foam? Would you get additional credit for doing all the stitching and the whole thing? So, no, you won't get additional credit. I think it really comes down to personal preference. So there's a lot of benefits to using foam and a lot of negatives as well. So with this particular costume, it's a lot of very detailed pieces next to each other. With foam, that's going to build you up quite a bit, and it could make you look a little bit bulky. There would always be the option of doing a mixture of foam and fabric, because foam skirts definitely have a different look to them. Actually, Effigy, if you're interested, that's my Instagram. You don't need to see that. There is actually another cosplayer who, since we started making this, I think it would have been a few months ago, actually made Mateus, and they've made their one completely out of foam. So if you're curious, this is kind of what it would look like. I think it's this one. Yes. If I was to make it completely out of foam, and it looks beautiful. It's fantastic. They can get really dramatic shapes, and of course have them nice and stiff because they are made of foam. The downside of it would be partially mobility, because it's not going to move around a lot with you. Also, in general, it is just a much stiffer costume, so posing in it, you have a little bit less, how to put it, a little bit less flexibility with that, but also then you do get a really, really cool, I guess, more stiff armor look. Yeah, it's difficult because it is so up and down, the positives and the negatives. And I really like this costume that they've made. I also think they made a smart move by wearing flat shoes rather than heels, which I've decided to wear. That's okay. Oh, that looks impressive, right? It's very, very good. It's gonna be pretty bulky, huh? Yeah, so foam generally is a little bit bulkier. Like, there's always a thickness to it, and it's a stiff thickness, so it doesn't move so much. Whereas fabric doesn't have that same stiffness. Oh, it can do, but doesn't have to. So movement is easier, things like that. Secondly, I really just wanted to give myself a challenge. So when I decided to make this, I know this is an armored build. Like, when you look at the description of the character, the first thing it says is like an armored cosplay. Or not an armored cosplay, an armored character. Like, I know this is meant to be armor. But I wanted to give myself a challenge to make that armor out of an unconventional material. Because it's kind of part of the fun of cosplay, right? It's problem solving. And I wanted to do some of that problem solving with this character. It's not necessary, and I won't get extra points for it, but it makes it a lot more enjoyable for me to make as a whole. Yeah. Also, SJS, welcome on in. What's the name of the person who is responsible for rearranging the quiz game night for the witches? Gerald of I swear. I thought you were asking a legitimate question. I was like, whoa, is there a quiz night that I haven't heard about? Oh, heck, that's cool though. Yeah. Like, I don't want this to take away at all from that foam build. That foam build's fantastic. Like, they've made such strong shapes. Because bear in mind, Mateus is a boss monster. So, like, if you take what you're looking for when you're looking at boss monsters, you're looking for strong shapes, imposing figures. Like, you don't want too much distracting with the colour, but, like, you know, you want a lot going on. You want to look impressive, right? And God, does that costume look impressive. Like, they've done such a good job with it. It's fantastic. Share it with everyone. Be like, you gotta see this. It's so good. You have to go again. Oh, thank you, Anime. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day. Oh, and lots. You're going to get a biscuit. Lovely. Lovely. I don't blame you. I'm going to have some more of my tea. But yeah. Lots of positives and negatives. When you're considering making a cosplay, like looking at the materials open to you and the problems that they will present. Because, for instance, I know if I made this out of foam, it would take less long in many elements. There'd be some elements I'd really have to alter and fix with, but like a lot of it would be a lot quicker because I wouldn't be like this, where I'm hand stitching all the beads. It would just be a chunk of foam that I could just stick onto another chunk of foam. And like, yes, I would have to go back and paint it and all of that, but it would take a lot less long than hand stitching all of this in. But the positive I find with like beading and sequining is that the texture you get is really unique. You get like a lot of differences in color and sparkle, and it creates like a very expensive look. Not expensive, that's maybe not the right word, but like rich element. Yeah, like the person wearing it looks like how to put it, I don't know how to phrase it, but they look not expensive, but like extravagant, yeah, which again is, I think, luxury. Yeah, it looks like luxury, it looks extravagant, which works really well in the context of a boss monster, where, you know, historically, that like in games, that's what they look like. They look extravagant, imposing, things like that. So yeah, especially in Final Fantasy, like, God, do they do that. A legitimate question: which team is going to win the ice hockey match, Great Britain or Finland? Oh, see, some family really, really like ice hockey, so I might have to go for UK. Oh dear. Pff, foam. Totally not saying that because I'm garbage at working with it. Foam, of course, is a really good option for a lot of cosplays. You don't need as much equipment, like you don't need to like buy a sewing machine to work with it, so it does end up being cheaper as far as the equipment goes, because you can get a heat gun and maybe even a Dremel on Amazon for a reasonably cheap price, honestly. But yeah, you know, if you want all this texture, you'd really have to work into it, and it's never going to shine quite the same. But that doesn't mean, the thing is, if you were going to make it out of foam, you'd make it in a completely different way. So yeah, positives and negatives to both. Finland, easy. I'm gonna have to say the UK, but only because I know people that really support them, and I can't say anything against it because they support them so much. Yeah. Plus, it'd be nice for them if we won. Okay, get that in there. Maybe actually thread it through there. Just want it to be really nice and tucked in, honestly, and that's a good way of getting it tucked in. And that in there. I'm gonna get the outside piece done and then work back in again. There we go. See, look at that. See, look at that sparkle. It's ridiculous, but like, I love it. Okay, Trent said I'll start working in wood. Do it. Do it. Is 5 flyers, can't say I have high expectations when it comes to ice hockey. I've never been and watched ice hockey, but apparently it's very fun. But then this is coming from, I suppose, ice hockey fans. So I guess I should take it with a pinch of salt, because they already really love it. No, apparently it's a really fun one to go watch. Very loud, I expect. Okay. Yeah. This bit is aiming for the trim at the edge. I have aims with this. It's got to hit the trim at the edge. We'll fill in with other beads in a minute. This one has to hit the trim. Oh dear. Have you ever seen a wooden cosplay? I've seen wooden elements, but I don't think I've ever seen a full wood cosplay. The reason might be you have to be a little bit careful with wood going into conventions, because some places won't actually let you in, which might be why I've never seen a wooden one. Could just be because they're not allowed in the conventions. Wood is one of those things that, because it can be quite hard, it goes against the rule of, like, if you were to hit someone else, would your cosplay break or would the person break, you know? And if the person's gonna break, it's not allowed. You would never see one. Oh dear, yeah. Generally, that's the rule with costume, especially, not maybe so much with fabric, but like with harder elements, like with props especially. If you make a prop that doesn't break if you hit it really hard, then they might not let it in. Not that they're gonna test it, but like, it's the general rule of if you hit someone with your prop has to break, not the person. Which is why wooden things are a bit, you know, because in some cases they might hurt people. You might be fine as long as it's just the armor, but I think you'd struggle with the weapon. If you made wooden armor, it wouldn't be a problem, otherwise I'd be screwed with steel armor. Yeah, but aren't there places that won't let you have steel armor either? There's a local con near us where you can't wear replica knight armor because it's made of metal. I know some of the bigger cons don't have that issue, but the smaller ones do, where, like, you know, metal armor's a no-go. The only reason I know that is because they say no replica suits. I don't think I remember seeing that in the TwitchCon rules, but... Oh yeah. I figured the rule would apply to props and not outfits, but it has to apply to outfits because of things like wings and tails that extrude from the body, right? Well, in fact, there'd be rules in that regard, but it's very understandable. I mean, where you draw the line, just now someone brings an actual revolver to the Red Dead Redemption cosplay. Yeah, so general rules with weapons, if it's a gun weapon, even if it's a really fantasy one, keep the red nib at the end that you have on, like, Nerf guns. Just keep that in there. And generally with most props, if it's gonna hit someone, make sure that the prop breaks, not the person. Because otherwise, there's a lot of people wandering around with like Buster swords, and that could become quite dangerous if not looked at. Oh dear. I think that's good. Be able to tie that in there pretty well. Oh yeah. And then just make sure it's sewn down properly. There we go. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. There we go. A little sparkly tassel style thing. One of many. Oh yeah. I do like it though. Oh yeah, right, I need to draw the other one now. Because I have rubbed it off by working on this. Okay, I probably have to do this a couple times to be honest, but that's okay. That's the thing with chalk, isn't it? It's gonna rub off. So even if the gun is disabled, like you remove the firing pin, you'd still have to have the red bit on the barrel. That's interesting. So the thing is, you know you're playing a character. You know you're going to a convention, and you know your gun isn't real. But nobody else does. Nobody else has that knowledge other than you. And it's the same with props, like wrap them up on your way to the convention, because you know your sword isn't real, but nobody else does. And if they report you to the police, they are well within their right to do so. So basically, the general recommendation is, if you're bringing a weapon, even if it's clearly fake, wrap it up in something, whether it be a bin bag or just some foam, anything, on the way to the convention. Once it gets to the convention, it will be tagged. So there'll be like a little plastic tag on it to say that they've checked it and that it's not real. At that point, you can have it out and about in the open, right? But until that point, don't have it out. Because if somebody rings the police, if someone calls an emergency number on you, they are well within their right to do that if you're walking around with a gun. Or a knife, or a staff, anything. Just wrap it up on the way to the convention. Because you can't blame people for reporting you, really. Didn't even think that's a brilliant point. Yeah, I mean, I think I have a general rule of like, if it's not okay on its own, outside the cosplay, don't bring it to the convention. Because at the convention they'll check it over, and if it's not okay, they won't give it to you. So things like metal guns, for instance, it might be a replica metal gun. It might never have the ability to fire, but it's a really bad idea to bring it to a convention with you, because they will just take it from you, and you might not get it back. It's just gone. Or they'll ban you from the convention, potentially, or tell you that you have to go home and come back. Really bad idea. Always check the weapon rules as well for each convention that you go to, because it's a bit different everywhere. They'll normally give a guide of like, if you're this size as well, that you will have to have a handler with you. That's always one that I check. They'll say the maximum size your cosplay can be in the convention hall. Stuff like that. You might make this massive costume and then not be allowed in because you're too tall or too wide, even with a handler. And it'd be a real shame for you to take it all the way to the convention only to not be allowed to go in. So have a really solid, if you're cosplaying at a convention, have a really good read of the rules. The general things will be nothing that could be indicative of hate or hate speech or stuff like that. So that would include things like having a Nazi patch on your costume. Yes, it might be accurate to the character you're cosplaying, but it's absolutely inappropriate, so they will not be allowed into the convention. That's things like weapons, making sure your weapons are the right size, height. Height's a really big one, especially for staffs, and of course getting them checked. And then also making sure your cosplay is appropriate for the convention, so things like, you know, some will say, oh, it's fine to come in a bikini. Some will say that it's not. So just check. You might think your cosplay is completely within regulations, but you should still check. There have been times where I've made very safe costumes that I think are completely in regulations and they need a few tweaks. And I don't make costumes that are that out there. 911, what's your emergency? Yes, guy who... Mario, what's that? A giant snake and a sword. Oh god. But this is the thing. It sounds silly, but someone might see you on the bus with that and report you because they're like, well, that's a weapon. I'm going to report you. And then you'll get arrested. You won't even maybe have time to go to the convention, even if you can prove that the weapon is fake, if they have to take you in. It can absolutely ruin your convention weekend, and it's not worth it. Not worth it. So always check the guidelines, and you know, things are different country to country, but like and con to con, but just check them so that you don't get caught out making life-size small cosplay. Heck yeah. Technically in the Netherlands you are allowed to walk around with some weapons like rifles. I have a hunting license in Netherlands due to being a falconer, but I strongly advise not to do it because even though it's legal you can still get in trouble. Also you need to get licenses. Well, this is the thing, you're gonna get stopped, right? Just don't do it. And obviously doing things that would be considered hateful outside of the cosplay, just because you're at a convention doesn't mean it's okay. And a lot of people forget that. And they're like, oh, but my character is a Nazi, so of course I put that on my arm. You'll be taken out of the convention. You won't be allowed in because it's not okay to wear that outside of a con, so it's not okay to wear it in it either. Like, that's not okay. You can't wear it, you can't get away with it just because it's a convention and just because you're in character. Because once again, you know that it's a character, if a questionable one, you know that it's a character. Nobody else knows that, and it's not fair. You're out. Yeah, it sounds like common sense, but every year people get lost and like can't take their costumes into cons because of things like that. I think the gun one is a really big one. Having a red nib on your gun is so important. So important, at least here in the UK, it's very important. Listen, you can Photoshop it out afterwards, but it's really important to have a red nib on your gun here in the UK. Like, even if it's obviously fake, no, it's important. I mean, at MCM they have akin to airport security, and they will find it, and they will kick you out. Yeah, really, really important so that you can have a good convention experience, to keep an eye out for things like that. Actually, is this enough thread or am I gonna want more? That's alright, we'll start with it. Actually, I could fix that sequin while I'm at it because it's annoying me a bit. There we go. Oh, poor for a guy with a staff and a white beard, he stood in front of me. It's not worth the risk, honestly. Wrap it up. The other thing is, you might think that you're like being really careful and stuff like that, but you could hit someone with that. I would personally recommend, if you're taking a scythe or a staff, to have it so that you can break it down into multiple pieces, so that, you know, you can fit it in a bag or something like that. In fact, in the scythe category, I think it has to be able to be broken down to go into MCM. I don't think you're allowed to go into MCM with a scythe that can't be broken down, if that's still a rule. It used to be, for sure. But yeah, just not worth it. Just not worth it. If I make a staff, I always have it so it can break down. I'll be doing the same with this one. I've done the same with previous ones. It's just easier. It's just easier. I mean, most of this, it really does sound like common sense. But again, so many people get this wrong every year. And then they complain because they weren't allowed in the convention that they paid all the money to go to. It's like, you're not allowed, actually, funnily enough, because you didn't read the guidelines. And if you didn't read the guidelines, there is no one to blame but yourself. Nobody. They're there for everyone. You can read them. Ah, dear. Also, this sequin is not playing ball. It's like, no, I'm going this way. No, I'm going this way. You can't make me. I can make you, sequin. Oh, you know what? I still don't really want you going over there, but that's okay. If that's the way you're gonna go, I will sew you in like that. I'm not happy about it, but I'll do it. Can't be asked to fight anymore. Oh dear. Read the rest. No. Make me. I refuse. I'm feeling contradictory today, Riku. I don't want to read it. No more reading. Blech. MCM Comic Con requires scythes to be broken down. You have to if you're into crowns. I thought they did. It's been a while since I've been, so I was like, I don't know if they still have that rule. But I remember it used to be that if you have a scythe, it has to be broken down. Mixed Jelly read the rest. Didn't work. Was not very effective. There we go. Oh, how we doing? Doing pretty good. What time is it? Pretty good. I may have to dip in a bit. So I mentioned this. I had a migraine yesterday. I still somewhat feel like I'm having a migraine. It's not as bad as it was, obviously. I wouldn't be here today. But I think my medication might be wearing off. Because it's starting to come back again. Which means I'll get as far as I can, but I might have to end it pretty soon. Because I will just slowly lose my ability to speak. I'm already struggling with reading, and I have a feeling the next thing that's gonna go is me speaking in any sort of coherency. Plus, it'd be nice to, actually get rid of this migraine. That just as a background thing. That'd be nice. Oh dear. Sorry about that, guys. I know everybody here probably really knows the drill by now. It is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. Ugh. That's okay. You know what? I had a few really fun hours crafting today. So the day has not been completely wasted. I've had a good time. I appreciate everybody joining me. It's honestly... It genuine. I know I said it. I don't mean it to come across as like fake. I genuinely really appreciate everyone popping by and like joining me while I made this costume. Like, I think I would have enjoyed this costume making process regardless, but having everyone join me and all the encouragement and like sweet comments and stuff like that, it's made making this costume a totally different experience to what I'm used to with competition cosplays, and it's been so nice, really, really nice. Like every day has felt refreshing, even though we're working on the same costume, and I genuinely really appreciate everyone popping along with me making this. What you got there? Nothing else to do. It's just waiting for Tina cosplay. Yeah, Riki, you gotta be careful. I don't know. I think you're gonna get arrested. Oh, be careful. I don't speak your stinky. You're a poo poo. You're right. You're right. I am the physical embodiment of shit. But that's okay. I have a good time. It's been a huge effort, really insightful. It's been so much fun. Like, I remember apologizing when I started this costume because it felt like a really selfish project to make. Because, like, I really wanted to make this, but I was like, it's not what we're used to. For anyone who's a bit newer here, we used to do votes on the cosplay every month, where we were like, this is the next cosplay we're gonna do, vote on it, like vote which one you want to do, and we'd have like these big channel point things where we'd have like 3 different cosplays up and people could vote for which one they wanted to see next. But obviously we haven't done that for like over a year because I've been working on such a big costume, and I kind of knew that would be the case when I started this costume. I knew it was going to be a really big project and it was going to take a really long time. And I remember apologizing to everyone and being like, sorry, this is kind of like a selfish one that I really just want to, oh actually no, I tied off. I really just want to make this costume, and that it's going to take a really long time. I think I thought it was going to take over a year, but it's actually taken just under a year, I think. And that it's going to be like a really long costume. But I appreciate everyone who's encouraged me and joined me along for the ride. And yeah, it's been really fun, really fun. You should be taking a rest. I will. You know what? I'll do that now since we've run out of thread. We will raid into somebody else though, so stick around everyone. I only know you as a big costume maker. We made so many costumes on stream before this one, which were like, they all took like a month long. They are much shorter, but we had a really good time. Okay, let's have a look-see. What's going on? What's going on here? What is going on here? Let's see. Oh, Sunkoi! Okay, we're gonna raid Sunkoi's panic stream. Is that okay, everyone? We're gonna raid a Sunkoi panicky stream. So Sunkoi, you're right, I am the invisible poo-poo. I am! Thank you, Sunny. We're gonna raid into Sunkoi. Sunkoi is a very sweet bean. They are also entering TwitchCon Amsterdam cosplay contest, and they are doing the last part of their costume for the submission today. So we're gonna send them lots and lots of encouragement because they deserve it. Cosplay speedruns to clean the plaza. Yeah, I'd love to do that, honestly. To do some more of the speedruns. and I'd like to do some practice on some certain stuff, and also I'm going to be doing it on PC rather than PS4. But heck yeah, I'd love to. Heck yeah, subread. We're gonna go read a heckin' Sunkoi. I shall be back. I'll actually probably be streaming this weekend. I don't know what day. I'll announce it like regular, but I probably will be streaming this weekend since I have the weekend off, which means that I can work on the costume a little bit more before MCM. So I'll probably see you guys this weekend, which is unusual. Otherwise, if you're not a weekend watcher, then I'll see you next week. Heck yeah. But no, take care everyone once again. Thank you so much for all the support and everything. It's been so fun. It's been so fun. And let's go send all that support now over to Sunkoi, who is still working on their TwitchCon cosplay, ready to enter. Da-bum, ba-dum, ba-da, ba-da-da-dum.